Okay, so recap last time. So immediately after killing the pack of Rippers, you were greeted by your long-lost squad leader, Sergeant Bizri, who returned to the fold just in time to help you guys return to Ettervik and drive out the Harbingers of Ice. After a firefight, which ended with melting down Matthias, vaporizing a quartet of Harbingers with an anti-vehicle laser cannon, you guys were rewarded with 100 liters of fuel and several portable jerry cans by Lucas, and you opened trade with the colonists of Ettervik. You sold a bunch of rifles to the colonists, and you bought a bunch of stuff, including a large still, more ammo, and so forth. You also rented out a little space in the colony's barn or warehouse or whatever to set up the still, and you bought a substantial amount of grain from the farmers to start making some alcohol fuel. We left off there. It is currently the morning shift. But first, we need to resolve XP because we didn't do to Laser and I having to head out early. So we'll do the questions real quick before getting into the action. Let me just pull up the XP chart. Develop your character. Okay, so is everybody ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I just noticed that Ghost is not in the Foundry.
Yeah, no, I need some in the shader screen.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Oh, sure.
Yeah, if one of you guys could do that, that'd be appreciated. Okay, so I'll open his sheet and then I'll tally this up. So, everybody gets 1 point for participation. So let's see, 4. Moral code.
I got my. Well, no, I didn't because I wasn't playing my character.
Oh.
Is it sacrificing something for your moral code? That hurts.
It's significant risk for the moral code. The risk or sacrifices for Big Dream.
I feel like I didn't take significant risk to fix people's tech, so probably not for me. I should probably change my moral code. Abandon it for something that's more achievable. But
I would just
there we
play
go.
it. You do it. You use it because it's so like experience so little in this game that if you use your thing, because if you're a mechanic, what's the risk of the option? I mean, you're fixing things after battle.
Pushing
If
a
you're a
roll and
medic,
cutting my hand.
it should be if you do what you are, you gain experience. That's what your character is. That's I
That's a
always
good
did
point.
it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have to talk about this post game because that's a very good point, and we might have to discuss some options. But anyway, so if you follow your moral code, that's you get a point for that. Big Dream.
No, because I haven't been able to find a commander to punch him in the face.
Probably a no from me. Mine's to try and find a place to settle down / try and build a lightsaber as a side hobby. So probably not, since I don't think we're going to be staying here.
Okay. You all travel through one hex in the travel map to. Well, actually, hold on. I should say, Ghost. Have you what was your take on your? Well, hold on, I'm reading your sheet. Moral code. So you did achieve your moral code, but not your big dream.
What was my moral code again?
Protect those who can't protect themselves. I would count that
When did I do?
What?
When did I do that? I wonder.
The whole reason. That's the whole reason you guys did this whole quest.
In a general sense, it's been achieved.
Yeah.
I
So you did that. Okay. You all travel through one hex and the travel map, so that's that. You overcame a dangerous event, killing all those harbingers. And if you risk your life for your buddy, then that's another point. And then I'll have to tally up the XP for the people who either weren't able to show up or showed up late. So,
who's my buddy?
you don't have one.
Damn.
I mean, you can
Is that someone you risked your life for? You want to retroactively put your buddy down as?
No, it's an invisible ink. It's my dad.
Okay, I mean, if you don't want to pick a buddy, then I'm not going to force you.
I mean, I don't think he would be.
Alright, so that would be experience. So I'm going to close out Tobias' sheet for now. So currently, first I'm going to roll the weather, just in case that has any sort of relevance. D/R D6. Um, yeah, it gets very snowy and shitty. So yeah, it's pretty cold. Like, more snow starts rolling in like a snowstorm, but life goes on. So, you guys are currently in Ettervik. Um, in terms of what you guys are doing, so the first thing I want to point out is there are actually a little odd, because somebody brought it up before, there are odd jobs that you can do for money. Um, or you can do your own tasks. If anybody wants to do an odd job, I can mention what they are.
Unless if we're staying put, which I feel like might make sense given the bad weather, then I suppose I will do some odd jobs.
Okay.
If there's anything tech repair
Yeah.
or vehicle repair or whatever else.
So, there is one tech. There's fixing the solar panels. The colony's solar panels and generator systems have taken damage and need repairs. To fix the devices takes a shift of work and requires both an electronic part, which the colonists will provide, and a tech roll to successfully install the part, which can be assisted by the electrician specialty, which could also be earned by doing this and then spending XP post-session. Successful work will yield the PCs who do this 160 units.
What are some other odd jobs and might get me a specialty on top of that?
There is farming and then fixing a hole in the wall. I can tell you which, like, elaborate on which of those two. They're both going to be stamina, but
Yeah, I have decent stamina. I mean,
what is
what's
yours?
what's the fixing the hole in the wall?
So the hole in the wall, courtesy of Meltem Down Matthias, there's a huge hole in the wall of the bar that needs to be fixed. To fix the damage takes a shift of work and requires both one general part, which would not be provided by the colony because Matthias was the one who caused the damage, and a stamina roll to successfully fix the damage. It can be assisted by the builder specialty, which could also be earned by doing this, spending XP post-session. Successful work will yield the PC who assists 170 units.
I'll do that.
Okay.
If I give up the general part, does that count as a sacrifice for Matthias? Who's currently down as my buddy?
Well, if you remind me of that, then sure.
Fantastic. Well, I can give you a general part. I think I've got one.
Sure,
Uh,
thanks.
so that is going to be, we'll do uh, Gunner's solar panel repair first. So that will be a tech roll.
A tech roll.
While you're doing that, I'm going to check because I don't actually know what Tobias' stamina is. You've
I don't
got.
actually have a general part, but I have 2 successes and a crit fail, so as split on the dice as I can be.
Okay. Well, you still succeed nonetheless. So you fix that. You fix the solar panels. You will get 160 units, so you can add that to your sheet. Tobias, I will roll your stamina.
We might have to buy the general part, but if it costs less than 160,
Well, keep in mind, yeah, because you can go to one electronics store and stuff and buy stuff that you can then tear apart. That's an
I
option.
thought you.
So anyway, stamina. Double successes. So you fix the hole in the wall. So I'm going to just, because I'm not going to do some math right now, I'm just going to do 600 units plus, I think it was 170, I said? Yep. Okay, fix the hole in the bar. Okay. So you're doing that. So in the meantime, so you guys are doing that for a shift. Riley, what are you up to?
This is what I'm doing. And I and I asked the medic to look at me before I go to bed.
Okay, so well, I guess we'll have Eldad do medical aid. Actually, you before the session you rolled your stamina to get over the infection. Do you have damage or
Oh yes.
okay? Um,
So
so
if
let's
I can get a good medic roll, then I'll be only down 1 by the end of the shift.
um, so I'm not gonna push with him because well, actually, would you want him to roll or Armbjorn?
Probably won't,
Yeah, I'll do that because I wouldn't want to like roll for PC, so I'll delete that, and then Armbjorn will uh, roll
especially
his.
since he did such a shitty job the time before. Oh shit, dude, you're gonna have me fully healed by the end of the shift.
Okay. So you are so you guys are doing those work. I actually, and also, for the two people who are, well, in this case for Gunner, because you're outside, I need you to roll stamina because it's in the middle of a blizzard
Sure.
and you don't want to get hypothermia like Riley did.
Do get
So
ranger for this, right?
Ranger applies, yes.
Fab.
I do have a dumb question. Do we have
We'll push that.
for, did they give us like cold weather gear, like cold weather fatigues? Or are we thermal fatigues, or are we in just normal
Well, you
fatigues?
have thermal fatigues, but the problem is that like for staying out so long in the weather conditions of this planet is like eventually going to kind of wear you down. That's the way I've handled it with this. Um, so Gunner, you unfortunately spend a lot of time out in the cold and become hypothermic. Let me just double check what the hypothermia thing is. Oh, oops, it's damage, other hazards, or no, wait, is it conditions? Conditions, there it is. So hypothermic, you immediately suffer 1 damage and 1 stress, and because you failed your stamina roll, you take an additional point of damage. So you're 2 damage, 1 stress. Uh, I would say at this time you're not hallucinating, but
That's nice.
you cannot heal damage or stress only until you've warmed up. But if you want to um, get in the uh, like if you want to like hang out in the bar or something, then you can warm up, especially because Tobias fixed the damage Matthias caused.
Yes. After giving myself hypothermia and additionally injuring myself, I will go somewhere warm immediately afterwards to recuperate
Okay.
the following shift.
So you are hanging out in the bar. It's they've got heating, and of course because you fix the power, that there's that too. Um, so while you're hanging out in the bar, there is a case. Like, are you just going to just kind of sit there and chill out, or are you going to talk to anybody, or?
Uh, I guess if people are around, I'll say hello and see if what would be useful. They didn't seem to know well, they didn't know about the prison, or they didn't know of any prison.
I mean, they did mention that there's separatist troops have come down the road to the south, but they don't know about the prison.
I'll
Or
ask
actually, I don't
about.
remember if they know about the they know that the separatists have like intercepted, like cross paths with down by Zoidstraten, like down like here.
Hmm.
So they know of that. They don't know about the prison or where the prison is, if I remember correctly.
I think I misremembered. I think they said that Ettervik wasn't the prison, and
Yeah,
I
Ettervik,
guess
yeah, it isn't the prison.
I'll ask them if they anything else about troop movements or trying to get some context around if they might know where the harbingers of ice are maybe coming from or based.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
No, I mean that was it. It's kind of
Okay.
like general
Yeah.
general
So
chit chat.
he mentions the fact it's like, well, as he doesn't realize that Lucas told you that like the bartender, his name is Felix. So Felix, he doesn't know that you guys were already told that the harbingers came from the east, like about like here. So he pretty much echoes that unknowingly. He says like, "Oh, the feathers they came from the woods to the east. We don't know where exactly, but they came from the woods." But he also mentions something else very interesting. He mentions the fact that every so often, he and some others have often seen an IMC gunship with unique blue and white markings fly near Ettervik and set down somewhere in those same woods to the east. Not necessarily in the exact same direction, but like flying over, like let me just draw, like flying in from this way, like, within visual range of the colony.
Intriguing. I'll make a note to share that information with everyone after I finish defrosting myself.
And also because it's the afternoon shift, the weather is clearing up. I need to make another roll. This one will be a secret roll. It's not to your detriment. RDs. What I need to. Okay, D6. So, yeah. So anyway, so at that time, nothing is going on. You are so, or at least nothing relevant to like no sort of action or anything. In the meantime, while you're hanging out at the bar, so did you say you were gonna call everybody over, or were you just gonna go find?
No, after this shift or when I'm next with the group, I'll tell them. I don't think it's rush off and grab them all straight away kind of thing.
Okay, so in this case, to Tobias, because I know Riley said he was going to sleep and like recover his wounds and his infection. Um, Tobias, is there anything you would like to do during this shift?
I was gonna say if I can meet some of the locals.
Okay. So, most of the locals, so you've got people working the farm, which that's another thing. You spent the morning farming or fixing the hole. If you want to, hang out with like the farmers and also make a little bit of money, you could, help them harvest crops, or you could just chill at the bar um with Gunner, because
I'm
that's where
probably
a lot of the locals like to go.
uh, and on this ship, on this shift, I'll probably work on the farm, and then the next one, I'll probably go to the bar.
Okay.
So I'll work on the farm
Okay.
and
Well,
maybe meet.
yeah. Well, keep in mind also that you have been awake definitely since the night shift, so you're probably going to need to sleep either this shift or next.
I'll probably say after next shift.
Okay. So, in that case, so the farm job, will be. Then also, I should mention the weather has cleared up. That was that 1d6 that I rolled that was a 5. The weather is like just snowing slightly. Um, where the hell is it? Um, God damn it, where is it? Oh yeah. So the farmers are critical on food. Harvest crops, like all the crops from their field, would be a shift. That would be a stamina roll. Can be assisted by farmer specialty, which could be earned by doing this, spending XP. Um, and if you help them out, you'll get 40 units, but also 2d6 units of wild food.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll roll your stamina. See if you succeed. So
My plan is to give my character skills that he could use after the war by doing them in the war.
yeah, that's a good way to go.
Diversifying the CV.
Okay, you got a 1 and a 2 for your stamina.
Push
Do you? Okay, you want to push?
Yes,
All right, so
that
you
was
just push the D8 because you got a 1 on the 12. Okay, so yeah, you take 1 point of damage,
damn.
and you did not succeed. So they are not going to pay you for that. They're like, you're probably doing like a very poor job. Like you're maybe like getting distracted, looking at all like the farmers' daughters, and then like stubbing you like
That
you do like in like cartoons, like you step on a rake and it wax like flings up and hits you in the face.
I didn't know they had daughters, but no, but seriously, my character probably just like is like so like inept at doing this. He's just like, what the hell am I doing? Is trying to do like tools and then accidentally cuts himself with one of the tools and he's like, God damn it! You know
uh,
what? I'm gonna go to bed. I'll come back tomorrow. I'll try again.
oh god.
I
So
don't know. They have to do farming to impress them. Uh,
okay, so um, I would say another shift passes. We are now, I think, did I say
Cody,
evening or
real quick.
afternoon? What?
Um, so can we check on those items that I was looking for?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
So let me see. So those are in the, I gotta open the supply chart again just to see what those are. Okay, so first, the raincoat, and I'm assuming you've got the prices of those like up. Um,
Uh, no, raincoats are. I don't think they're in the price list. Those are some of these things are things you find.
well, rain gear, yeah, rain gear is a thing. It's 25,
Isn't I mean,
25 units. So, are you just looking for one of each?
well, we've got how many players, so we need that many raincoats.
Okay, total of 6. Um, so slash raincoat is looking in the supply list. So it's not a hazmat suit, obviously. So that's not a scarce item. I think.
Rain
Uh
gear is 25. Okay, yeah.
okay. So I'm just looking at the supply. So I think it's. I would say it's common. So I'll just roll d6 for if it's 3 or higher, the item is available. So slash rd6. Uh, Unfortunately, it
No.
does not rain here, so they would not be stocking rain gear.
All right.
Next item is the cooking pot. Um, cooking. Okay. Oh, is that on the loot table?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say a cooking pot would probably, because I don't. Does it have a price listed?
I don't think that one is.
No, I'll
Is
just
it? I
say it's.
don't see it in food.
I'll just say it's like 5, 10 units, like 5 units, something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
So slash and something like that. I'm not going to make you roll for it. I'm just going to say you could just buy that because it's a fucking
Okay.
cooking pot. So you can add that. Um, Hazmat suit is a scarce item. And are you wanting to
Yeah.
buy
So
just one or one for the whole party?
I'm guessing if they have it, they only have one.
Yeah,
But
scarce
if they
item.
have more, if they have more than one, I would probably use the money that we have to shop
Yeah.
at this
Well,
place.
they do have one. Um, Surprisingly.
Do we know how much left do we have in party funds?
A hazmat suit is 500, but due to the rarity and scarcity, I will say it's 600.
Okay.
Um, in terms of money, so just because I had it open, and I mean, it's up to Tobias if he wants to spend his money on this or not. But he's got a total of whatever the hell, 770. I can't believe I didn't add that up earlier. So Tobias, it's up to you if you want to chip in for that, or but I don't remember. I don't know what you guys were doing to keep track of party funds. So
No, didn't we have like an amount to spend with what we traded in? I
well
don't think we spent all that.
Yeah,
uh
I think that's where the party funds came from.
Well, the problem is, like you guys, when you were selling the assault rifles that the Harbingers had, you wanted to do like, well, can we spend the rest of that money to be able to like rent out a space in this colony and set up our still? That was what you decided to spend the rest of the money from, because you got, I think, like 9,000 units from selling the rifles, and you spent most of that, like you spent a bunch of it on the still, the 4,800. But if you look in the current cost, I think all that, I'm gonna just calculate because I don't want to like shorthand anybody. Calculator. So 4,800 plus 400 plus 600 plus 100 plus 100 plus 250 equals 6,650. That's what you guys bought with your total stuff. You had like I think exactly 9,000 units from selling the rifles. So you have, you spent the rest of that money. You're like, can we just like rent some property here and set up our stills? So that's what you wanted to spend that on. And
How much was it then? Because that's at least like 300 left from that. I mean,
3,000. Well, I mean, I don't think we really established that. You just kind of wanted to do that, so.
I mean, how much is the renting of the property?
I don't know what a good number would be. Probably not that expensive, but
Yeah, not that expensive. I think we'd still have like
yeah,
at most like 1,000 or 2,000.
yeah, I'll say like 1,500. That's
Yeah,
like a
then
compromise. So you got 1,500 units left. Eventually somebody's gonna need to keep track of this shit because like I can't.
I can keep track of it now that we know that we have 1,500.
Okay, so I'll write it in the chat first of all.
I'll write it in my notes.
Okay, fund.
Even if I'm not going to be around, I should have my notes on hand since
Well,
it's all
yeah,
I found.
that's a good point. So I just wrote that in the Interstellar Marines chat channel. So current party fund 1,500 units, and then you obviously, unless you guys have spent something on your character sheets, you will have whatever units you've got.
Right.
So
So can I borrow 200 from the party to buy the hazmat suit?
I think yes is probably the answer to that.
All right. So now we're at 1,300, and I have 0 credit, 0 units now.
okay. And you said okay, 600 on a hazmat suit.
I mean, weapon tools and car battery are things that Gunner would be keen to buy / pitch in money to buy as well. So, but actually, weapon tools wise, what have I got? I have basic tools and vehicle tools. I guess I don't have weapons tools, but I am. I do have gunsmith.
Okay.
So weapon tools is lesser priority. Weapon parts, I guess maybe, but we can make those if I strip those guns down.
All right. So let me just look at Riley's thing again. So you bought the hazmat, the rain, the cooking pot, weapon tools. So hold on. Did you say? I'm a bit confused. Are you guys still wanting to get those, or are you just going to stick with gunners?
It's up to you with the weapon tools. I am I'm an AD. The weapon tools would make me an AC to repair weapons.
If you want them for you, fair enough. I'm AA with guns. I'm massively overspec'd into tech.
Because if
and then
you're
happen to roll
fixing
useful stuff.
vehicles, it gives us 2 people to be able to do stuff. They get us, because I know we have a bunch of stuff that need to be repaired right now.
You also have Mike run them over Reynolds.
Wait, well, how many weapons do I have, by the way? Like, what are the weapons that I have? I remember.
Weapons on your sheet. You have got your rifle with an underbarrel shotgun. You've got your missile launcher, and you've got a knife. And we've also got K-Town. How you doing?
Hey,
How you
K-Town.
doing, Tom?
Okay,
The car battery is important because it allows us to recharge our heating element, our Geiger counter, and we don't have to run the vehicle.
Okay. So car battery is that one on the scrounging list?
Hey Cody,
Hey,
how you
what's up?
doing?
That's fine. We're just currently doing shopping stuff.
Okay, cause funny story. I genuinely thought I could make it on time today, but I couldn't because they're repairing my Wi-Fi cable, and they took a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah. Well, you're here. That's all that matters. So.
All right. Well, at least you guys didn't blow shit up without me.
Well, they had to
God
fix the
knows.
hole in the wall that you blew up, but.
Hey, listen, that was a noble hole in the wall.
Hey, well, I fixed it, so.
That's good. That's good.
So, but anyway, so the car battery, what's the loot table price on that?
For the car battery?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think it. Hold on, let me look at the value. Car battery. Oh, you know what? That's in here. That's in electricity. Nope, I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus, forget that.
What?
How much is a car battery?
How much is the-
1,000. I would not have expected a car battery to be 1,000.
Well, I think we can foot the bill. We have too much money.
Well, you've got,
Well,
you've got 1,300 units. What are you complaining about?
We can throw 13 of them in the lake. We
Well,
have
if you
13
guys,
car batteries to throw in the lake.
if you want to get the car battery for 1,000, that's cool.
How much is just a car? Just buy it and strip it down to parts.
A lot is worth more than the fucking battery that's in it. Or worth less than the battery that's in it. Oh.
Yeah, so if you want to subtract it from the party funds, I'll make a note of that.
I mean, we could buy a dirt bike for 2,000.
Laser's gonna be here at 12, right?
He said he's not gonna be able
He's
to
not
make it.
coming. Ah, damn it. Um,
Also gonna pin this.
I'm just gonna try to find my what is it? Because I remember I tallied up everything. I just forgot where. Oh, Interstellar Marines. Maybe this. Yeah, I did. I tallied up everything here. Alright, let's see. I think we're close to. Alright, so yeah, how much more money have we spent since I last tallied it?
Your starting party fund was 1,500 units after like all the shit that you bought. As I said in the chat, Riley took 200 from the 1,500 starting, and he spent 600 on getting himself a hazmat suit. And you guys just spent 1,000 units on buying a car battery. So that is where all your money has gone so far.
He really bought a mop suit just so he doesn't have to freeze to death.
Well, the hazmat suit's just for like radiation and stuff, I think.
Yeah, correct.
What is the fleet gonna bombard us from orbit with nukes? We're still down here for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I mean they've got a bunch of their own troops down there, so it's not like they're gonna nuke them
So
all. Just kill a few.
unless they fire off a dud, in that case, I'm just gonna steal that one, and I now have a nuke to use in my ever-growing arsenal of explosive.
Are you gonna
weaponry.
throw it like a football, like Liberty Prime?
No, much worse. I'm gonna strap it to the next truck we find, and I'm gonna ram it into something.
GLA Postal Service.
No one stops the mayor.
Oh my god.
Super weapon general on the GLA. Ambush general making alliance.
You're kind of
The
breaking up. I
neutral-
can't really hear you that well.
So that's just me being loud. My pick was it. It's like, I think it's a Discord setting actually, because was
Oh, okay.
if my volume goes above a certain limit,
Yeah,
it just
yeah, I get that. Mine does that as well. So, is there anything else you guys are going to want to do during this day?
Apart from playing Halo Black Ops 3 2059, no, not really.
Okay.
I can do.
remember the absurdly long title you gave the
Yeah,
newest
Halo
Call of
3
Duty
Reach,
sequel.
Black Ops 2.
Yeah, I'll be playing that in the wherever the lounge is, while I wait for us to get all
Yeah,
our
by the way, did you
stuff.
send somebody back to get the Predator?
I think we were.
Not.
I think we were tallying up the fuel first, or was it tallying up all
Well,
we
they
bought
gave you
first?
100 liters of the fuel that you would use for your vehicle, but as far as I know, nobody's gone back to get it.
Did we bring the dirt bike?
I don't think we did.
Yes, we
Oh,
did.
we did. Okay.
Mhm.
In that case, well, me and Drakelstein head back because Drakelstein's the driver, I'm the gunner. We just roll back after refueling the goddamn thing.
Do we want to drive it at night?
We could.
Because it's now the evening shift, and I gave myself a nice case of hypothermia, trying to fix some solar panels earlier in the day. So he's not tip top.
We won't be at a disadvantage. I have thermals. I'm pretty sure there's driver thermals. I hope there is.
He doesn't have the thermals though. You do.
Well, I'll be the eyes and ears. Not
Oh
that
my
bad.
god.
Well,
Hold on a
it's
sec.
evening, right?
Yeah. But by the
So
time you
guys
start driving,
still have light.
well, what's the travel distance on that thing?
4,
4.
because
Okay.
they're driving on the road.
Okay. So yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, it's not that much driving at night because you can get like from here along to here. But Tobias, you were saying something?
Oh yeah, no. I was gonna try my hand at farming one more time before I went to sleep.
Now, did you already do? Hold on, were you doing that in the afternoon or evening shift?
I was doing that in the afternoon.
Okay, well, you'll get one more attempt to do that during this shift.
Okay.
So
I'll
I'll
give it one more. If it doesn't work, I'm going to bed.
If it doesn't work, that's farming not on the career
There you
list
go,
for
you
you when you
succeed.
get back.
So you make whatchamacallit? 40 units, but you also get some food. So I will get
Press the farmer's woman. Well,
next thing you know,
sorry.
you're going to be having a shotgun winning. Or, oh wait, this is basically space Germany, not the South. Never mind.
Space Germany.
So,
You mean
slash R2D6.
Space Germany, it's no problem. We'll
Okay,
just
you
sing
get a total of
German
eight
Dixieland.
rations of wild food.
instead of a shotgun wedding, it's gonna be a Luger wedding?
Because remember, they think shotguns are a war crime. I still think it was a war.
No, you can't.
Almost 300 years in the future, they'll probably still think it's a goddamn
Yeah!
war
Oh
crime.
my god, I didn't even think of that.
Oh, God,
Kick the Germans' ass so hard, their ancestors remember it about 200 years later.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna add
Why
the
do you think
wild.
none of-
Do you want me to add the wild food to your sheet, Tobias, or to the vehicle once you get it?
I guess I'll add it to the vehicle once you get it. I'll at least take one for myself though, since it's my hard-earned work.
Okay. So edible plants and roots can be collected by foraging spoils after 1 week. So I will add 1 to your sheet, and then I will add the other 7 to the predator.
My character is gonna go to bed now. He is tired as fuck.
Okay. So wild food. I'm going to add.
And now it's like the song from Red Dead Redemption 2, like playing as he's doing his thing.
Okay. So. So by this point, so let's see. Matthias and Gunnar drive off to get the predator. I'm not going to make you do the like in this instance, not going to make you roll to drive because you're on the road and you're getting like you're going like one like to a hex you already know off road where the predators. You basically parked it alongside the road, so I'm not going to make you do anything mechanically to just get it to fuel it up or anything like that. So you can what is the travel speed on the predator again? Let me look. It's got travel speed of 10. So it's the night shift. I'm assuming Riley, are you going to sleep as well or
No, I already slept.
okay.
I'm guarded now. Everybody's sleeping.
Okay, because you could also like sleep to be on the same like sleep schedule as everybody else if you wanted to.
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
Because you always have to have somebody being guard. So
Yeah.
I forgot I could just open this by
So
clicking at it.
okay. So delete that. So the predator is now. I mean, your icon is over here, obviously in Ettervik, but I'm just moving the predator so you know you've already moved it. So
Yay.
the next day passes. I'm not gonna make Riley like do like hidden camera because you're in a fucking town. The next day, morning sunrise, is going to. I need to do 2 things. The first one is slash, or I'm gonna make public for the drama. Slash RD6. Okay, what is that result? Table. Counters. So for that, I'm not going to do anything yet. For this other things, and then also D6.
The word "yet" is just really reassuring in that sentence. I feel
So,
so terribly safe and secure driving
okay.
along a road, just the two of us.
Well, no, I'm just referring like by the time the morning happens, like, I'm just going to like fast forward you guys driving and get to the morning shift. So the morning, uh, the weather is not complete chaos, but it is close to. There is a little bit of visibility. However, um, just off in the distance, you actually do see something in the air.
Well, I hope I have proximity fuse ammo because I'm about to shoot something down off the air. Those goddamn sons of bitches gonna try to fucking airstrike me. I'm gonna fucking shoot them down.
Calm down, it's not heading towards you.
Oh damn.
Would it be a notably coloured dropship that's flying in a direction
And
that we
the
now expect from
distance
a...
from where you are, I would say no.
What do you
Just
mean
purely
the
due to the
distance
weather
more
conditions.
numerically? Okay. Can I notice if it's abnormally large from where I'm at, or is it just a regular?
It's
large.
pretty,
Like,
given the distance, like, because you can see it about like right here, um, flying in this direction where the line is, just
yeah.
like Felix said. Um, you can see it moving like pretty quickly, like much faster than a dropship. And you see it like as it's like swooping in, it's sort of gradually descending.
Crackle scene. This may be a very dumb idea. Do you want to go blow up some more separatists? Or whoever these are?
I guess we'll get everyone to load into the vehicle since it's the morning.
No, but here's the thing. They might get away. We have to go now.
we best muster everyone and head out because it probably is worth investigating. And I'm already down 2 hit points, so I would like other people to get shot instead of me. Ideally.
The thing is, though, is that the predator will consume double fuel trying to get to them, which is like about here-ish. So we already don't have an excellent fuel situation, so it might not be worth the fuel cost. So
We're gonna trudge it on foot.
we're gonna try on foot to fight what, like separatists?
Well, if we're not taking the IFV, we've got to get there somehow.
I know that, but
Then you could always, if you want a little suggestion, you could always take the IFV like halfway and then disembark.
well, what's the point? The whole point of bringing the IFV is bringing the firepower, bring the artillery.
If it's like undisturbed woodland, then it may not be feasible to drive it through that well anyway.
It will cost us a shit ton of fuel to go through the woods with that damn thing.
Gunner's ready to drive. Everyone else can figure out what they want to do. I guess it's probably worth checking out. I can't get much more hypothermic, so
I feel like the biggest nitpick about the fuel cost thing is the fact that this is a hovercraft. How the fuck is this wasting double fuel trudging over rough terrain?
you've got to get around the trees.
What, in the middle of a? There's no forest. We're not entering a forest. We're entering.
Well, the reason it consumes so much fuel is because this thing has to like have enough propulsion to lift a giant like multi-ton vehicle off the ground. That's why
I mean, why does it consume double in rough terrain? That's my biggest
rules
gripe.
is written. I mean,
So the question is it forest or foliage? Foliage.
the green is forest.
Okay, so we're -1 movement for. So every green square is going to cost us 2 movements.
Shit.
Why don't we
They
just
land? Okay, I was gonna say, did they land in the forest?
From what you were
we've
seeing,
seen.
the aircraft was setting down in the woods.
Maybe we find the ghost of whatever the fuck this planet's called. The one that's shooting down all the separatists. You know that one. He doesn't exist.
What happened?
Jesus.
What has been our mission this entire time?
So currently, so you haven't like your tentative goal right now is you found out that the separatists have a doctrine of taking prisoners wherever possible, and you found out that there's supposedly a prison compound to the south, down like here.
Oh shit.
So that was the current goal, is to head to the prison and rescue some Marines if there are any there. But obviously now there's this variable.
So
Wait.
here's an idea, guys. Since
Yeah.
there's only 3 of us here, okay, we could
There are 4.
tie some rope onto the back. Oh, there is 4. Sorry, I forgot K-Town's back. Sorry. Damn it,
Yes.
K-Town. What are we gonna do with you then?
Have him
but-
pull.
Damn.
No, the way I was gonna do it was put 2 people on the snowmobile, drag a line behind the snowmobile, and I'll go on my skis and I'll ski behind. That would give us 3 people when we get there. Well, now we have 4, so
Okay, no. I have the perfect solution to this. I carry Riley. He's already dead weight anyway. He's gonna get shot anyway. So I'll use him as partial cover.
Wait, don't we also have the NPCs?
Yeah,
They don't
you've
count.
got
They
Armbjorn
teleport.
and
They
Run 'em over
teleport.
Reynolds, not to mention that you have
Cody.
technically what?
Cody, they teleport, but we don't talk about how they get around. They teleport. Well, that is the end of
We don't
this
talk about
discussion.
Reynolds. We don't talk about Reynolds.
And the many war crimes he commits by running people over. Anyway, but yeah, you've also, in addition to the NPCs, you've also got Laser Rifle's character and then Jake's medic. So you got 4 people that you would have to leave in Ettervik.
with the vehicle.
Yes.
Yeah.
They could do that, yeah. I'd say K-Town could stay behind with them since he's the gunner.
I do have a machine gun. I feel like if there's
No,
a
no.
big-
I would want to bring all the party.
Yeah.
Do they have another snowmobile we could borrow?
The problem is that the Harbingers, when they took over, they evidently took all their vehicles. Because when the colonists got back, there weren't any vehicles in sight. So they're like, well, the fucking Harbingers must have hijacked all our cars and drove them off somewhere.
Do
Oh,
they have
GM
any
could
sled?
GM could finagle that they had a hidden snowmobile. That way, the 4 of us could go do this.
Yeah, you know what?
And leave the
I'll
rest
want to
of the
do
vehicle.
like a. You want to make this interesting, like a dice roll, or should I just like relent and
Whatever.
Thanks.
you know what? Just to propel the story along, I will say they have an extra snowmobile that you can borrow but not keep.
That works.
So
that works out
just keep us
fine.
moving, and
What
so
do you mean
nobody has
2
to be left
breakfasts?
behind. So you got
I
2
That
said
way,
no,
the
I
4
do.
of us could go down there and check it out, and not use up that much fuel because those things aren't gas guzzlers like the IFA.
I said let's do
I
it.
knew taking the economic model would have been the best bet, but no, we had to hover on the goddamn water. Yeah.
What do you want about? Oh.
Wait, I'm sorry.
No, I was talking about K-Town. I don't know what he was talking about.
No, it's because I remember in the beginning I was like, we should probably take the more fuel efficient one instead of the one that can hover over water. And I really thought I was crazy.
Wow.
I feel very vindicated right now. Fuel situation.
You're not wrong.
Well, I mean, if
mean,
it's
I-
any comfort to you about like leaving the Predator behind, you've got the firepower of the Predator, so
It's because we have me.
yeah, exactly.
I'm carrying more weapons than the goddamn Predator. I feel that's the best part. I'm carrying more weapons than the Predator.
Yeah, you've got a laser cannon, a double barrel rocket launcher, and I think 2 light machine guns. You're
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna take back. That's like okay. So I will say that the rocket launcher is locked. I don't think Draco's character unlocked it yet, but I do have the 2 light machine guns and the massive laser cannon.
I also have one.
So I think we could just I think we should just Yeah, let's go. Let's go greet our new guests.
If we do that, I'm gonna go say goodbye to the woman. These are the only woman I will see quite some time. It was fun looking at them.
The Yellow Rose of Texas.
Did they even get to do anything? I just looked at them. Hey
Yeah,
man, it's a soldier's life. I'm 27. I'm a soldier. I haven't seen a woman in like what, fucking like 3 years.
I think our CO's a woman, right?
yeah, the squad leader's a fucking
she
woman.
doesn't count.
Yeah.
No, sergeant does not count.
Oh my god.
First of all, she could be my mom. Second of all, she's scary as shit. Am I wrong?
No, that's what's so funny about it.
Exactly. Let a man be a man, all right? I'm a 27-year-old corporal who's a heavy gunner. I have so much testosterone going through my veins. I'm like a fucking bull. Literally.
Okay, so you're gonna be if you've got two people on two snowmobiles, whoever's gonna be you're gonna have to do the whole navigation song and dance. And also what I will make interesting is would I don't know, would a snowmobile have a radio, or you guys have some sort of portable radio?
I'm pretty sure if it's a snowmobile, yeah, it will probably have a radio.
That sound within reason to you guys?
How about
Yeah.
headset comms, right? Presumably we're not going to snowmobile that far apart. Something goes very wrong.
Well, I have a specific reason for asking that, and it's not about getting lost. So, but for now,
we never know what happens if we get separated, you know?
yeah. So let's look at where the hell's my handout for travel?
Because we're 2 hexes, our comms could go out 2 hexes on the travel map, right?
Yes. Well, actually, comms I think go 3.
Right. Okay.
So I just want to double check that. House rules. Yeah, personal comms, helmet mounted radios are 3 travel hexes. Vehicle radios are 10.
So the vehicle could at least, the IFV, if they hit trouble, could at least message us.
Yep. So, where is the travel thing?
Is there a little kid in the town? We could take him and leave him at 3 hexes, and he could be our.
Would you really
We'll leave him with a radio?
On a child? What the fuck are we, the Taliban?
We need a red shirt.
Okay, so let's see. So driving. So okay, so who's going to be driving each vehicle?
Can I drive one?
If you want to.
Passenger for
Gunner will
Me and
drive
Jack
one.
I'll be passenger for Gunner's vehicle then.
Okay, so let me just write a note of that. So, so Gunner is driving for Matthias,
Yeah.
and then that would mean that Tobias and Riley. Right, Riley?
We're driving at. Let me try driving at. I don't remember.
I'm hoping you drive, because I have shitty drive.
Okay.
What is my drive?
Your drive is, you've got agility A.
Oh crap, we're about the same then.
I mean, I have agility A.
Hold on a sec.
Can we help each other with backseat driving?
Isn't Matthias?
Does he have experience?
Oh wait, didn't I make my guy drive as well? Hold on, let me take a
But
look.
as for Tobias, he does have 7
I'm a good
XP.
driver.
I have 7 XP.
I'll be
So
right back. I gotta knock on my door.
But you
wait,
would
how
have
many XP to bring up a thing?
so to bring up a skill from nothing would be 5 XP, but you have to use that skill in a session to succeed.
I mean, I have to use that skill in the session, you said?
Yeah, if you drive and you succeed, then you can increase it.
Okay.
So it depends on if you would like to drive or because the problem is, hold on, let me look at Matthias.
Sure,
Matthias,
I'm a responsible driver.
yeah, he's
got
got
I
AA.
got double A's. Yeah.
Damn, I wanted to try.
I'll drive the other one then.
Well, here's the thing.
Sure.
Here's the thing with Tobias You've got like BC survival, so you can navigate.
Sure.
Fair enough.
So let's see. So maybe Matthias and Riley, because then Matthias can drive, and then Riley can navigate, and then Gunnar and Tobias, who can navigate for him.
Gunner and the Gunner are driving on the same vehicle.
Pretty much, yeah. So,
Alert.
just put that in the chat just so y'all know. So next is going to be, where the fuck is that section? Terrain, driving. Okay, so driving off-road. One person makes a survival roll. So, just to simplify this, I'm going to make you guys do one survival roll for this process.
Right. If you
So,
guys want.
so Riley is good, and then now I will roll for Tobias.
Aren't we driving together?
You guys are driving, like, oh yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Should I make a driving roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Driving. Hold on, I need to check the terrain because the majority of it's going to be in the woods. I need to see what the terrain modifiers are. So driving in the woods is -1 to your drive.
Okay, I have biker, which I think would be applicable in this case because this is meant to be motorbikes, but
Yeah.
snowmobiles.
I'll
Okay.
say because there's no snowmobile. That's kind of a niche
All
thing.
right, then in that case,
So you
it's a flat roll
succeed,
for me, which is 2d12.
and you succeed. Okay. So I'll say this. So for Gunner, you said you were driving. Okay, so you're also,
Yep.
I would say you would technically have the radio on this thing. I need to check my notes. Wherever the fuck I wrote that. Can you give me a tech roll? You have communications, right?
I do have communications. Yeah.
Okay. That would be a +1, so I need you to roll tech for me, please. So yeah, while driving in the woods, you detect something very unexpected. You're like monitoring the radio, and you hear like whether it's like hard rock or heavy metal, you hear music over the radio. Like you pick up a radio signal that's playing music.
I tell the guys. Do I think music's any good?
Are you a fan of electrostatic steel talons and rolling thunder?
I feel like Gunner
Talons.
is. I feel like Gunner. He excitedly says, "Like, guys, I can hear electrostatic steam counts over the over radio."
Steel talons, I'll pass. Tell me when there's something decent on. Goddamn
Is that
steel talons.
normal? I mean, is this the first time we've ever heard music broadcasted out somewhere?
I
Well,
think yes.
I mean, you've heard music broadcasted. You've never heard it broadcasted out in the middle of nowhere.
Cody,
Yo.
is steel talons meant to be a reference for something?
Steel talons, yes.
From Command and Conquer.
You knew it. Yep.
Then I was gonna say my character's gonna complain about how his dad fought for Nod and that this band he hates this band for that one reason. His dad was a very prominent Black Hand zealot, but he ended up getting offed by what's his by the fucking Scrin. There we go.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, either way, I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah.
just picked Steel Talons as name because number one, the Steel Talons lore-wise are cool, but also because it just
Cool as
sounds like
hell.
it sounds like a good heavy metal band, does it not?
it does.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
does.
So, Steel Talons, like you hear, like you're listening to Steel Talons over the radio, and where were we at regarding that?
I think we're still driving.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So that
so
was
I
our
guess-
shift.
okay,
So where Riley is where we get to,
okay.
because we don't have enough movement to move to the next box, next square.
Presumably,
Well,
playing metal over the radio means that the people. Gunner thinks perhaps this means that people we're approaching are not military, or if they are, I guess they're very cocky about cocky or bad at comms integrity.
So, But I will say, in terms of your movement, like I said, I'm willing to, if you want to make it interesting, so with Gunner, so you succeeded, so you picked that up. And you could actually track that if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that.
Like
then.
home in on the source with your fancy space tech, because this is just a fucking radio station. So you would detect the source of the so in terms of Riley, what was your statement about movement?
That's how far we got the shift.
Okay. So
Because we have one left over, but we can't move to the next box because it's too. It costs 2.
oh, well, I mean, do you still have, like, are you not able to move at all?
That was our. That's the shift. So it's now evening time.
Okay. So evening, do you guys want to set up camp or just keep going?
Keep going.
Okay. So I will say the signal that you're tracking, Gunner, seems to be coming from here.
Oh shit. We ain't gonna make that till morning.
Well, I guess do we know the hex where we thought this vehicle landed isn't that far down? Is it?
Well, that's where the signals. You saw the vehicle heading that direction, like it was setting down towards there.
Fording a river might give us time. Because they might be trying to cross that river. And if they are, then we have time, shouldn't we?
I guess Gunnar shares the location with the group. Maybe it would make sense for us to take camp, rest up, assuming we, pass the survival roll, set up camp, and don't slowly freeze at this point. Definitely feel like I should have bought a tent. And then carry on pursuing it in the morning.
Morning, afternoon. Yeah, we could do that if you want.
I'm fine with it.
All right, so that's survival, and then somebody sets up camp, or does
So
a hidden
Cody,
camp.
could we have taken the heater with us?
Could you have carried it?
How much
Right.
weight can we?
How
How
much
much weight
was
can we
this
put on
away?
the?
How much more weight can Matthias carry? Okay, how heavy is the heater?
Let's see. The heater is 2 weight.
Okay, Matthias definitely could have carried that.
Yeah. You bench
So,
I
press
was
the
genuinely
fucking thing.
thinking about buying a tent, but I thought, oh, we won't need it right now. It'll be fine.
Okay.
I thought we
So
had a
much for
tent.
that.
That's why I didn't put it on the list. I thought we had a tent.
Do we have a tent?
No, I don't see it on the party list. I think I confused Alpha. Alpha has a tent.
Yeah. So at any rate, somebody should make a survival roll.
Gunner's just flat A, so it shouldn't be him.
I think that's a push.
Oh,
There
thank
you
God.
go.
Oh, we got a success. Jesus Christ.
Are you going to do hidden camp?
That's recon.
Okay. So, who wants to do the recon? All right, I guess Riley. All right.
Oh,
It's
Jesus
just another
Christ.
push. I hope that's another push. Oh, hey, look at that.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so you managed to hide your camp. You've got the portable heater. We will see what if the battery lasts. Yep, it does not die. It nearly did, but it doesn't.
Like my laser cannon.
Yeah, it doesn't crap out. So you're fine. In terms of whatchamacallit. So the hidden camp. So during and then who's going to be keeping watch?
Cody. Cody. Riley will.
Okay. So Riley will keep watch. I need to check something real quick. And then so in the meantime, would you be setting up in sort of like a clearing or just within the density of the woods?
No, we would be trying to find like a hill or something that's got us partially covered from the wind with trees.
Okay.
So we're in like a what do you call it? Like a horseshoe kind of where the line of sight is blocked by
Yeah,
multiple
okay, yeah, no, I get
pests.
what you mean. So you're gonna hide somewhere sort of like secluded, and
Yep.
Riley's standing guard, so everybody's asleep.
And I do go back and with trees and mess up the snow from our snowmobile for a good distance, so
Oh,
they
okay.
can't track us from that.
Yeah, good call. I'll say so. In terms of you're sleeping, or everybody else is sleeping. So as you're standing to watch, and it's night and stuff. So first, no, never mind. I was gonna say stamina roll, but you got the heating buff. These woods are creepy. You're hearing like if you thought being in the woods at night was sort of haunting, try being in alien woods.
Alien woods.
Yeah, like forest on an alien planet, and hearing all these like very abstract noises and like creatures and stuff like that. It's something that I'm trying to
I think
decide.
you're gonna tell me Predator's gonna jump out, and I'm gonna be the guy with the minigun. Just ends
Yeah.
up dead.
Yeah, the guy who dies. All right, so I need to.
Doesn't he die like first?
He's like the first one to
The mini,
die.
the mini. No, Hawkins was the first one to die.
Oh, really?
Blaine was the second. So hold on. Roll a dice. Okay, so. But yeah, you just hear all these creepy noises and howls and grumbles and all this stuff, but nothing comes at you. So the night passes and eventually it's dawn, so everybody's starting to wake up. And what do you do?
I think we figure out if the comm signal is still at where we think it is, or if it's moved. I think that might be one of our first things.
So what I'll say is that the signal, when you turn on the radio, it's like, you now know what direction it was, but the signal is no longer active. It's like you have a rough estimate of where it was coming from.
Guess that leaves us still going the same place.
They could just be asleep. That'd be very not ironic, but that would be very unfortunate for them if they're all asleep in a line.
There might not be enemies. I'm just gonna chuck that one out there. But
Yeah.
Matthias is just
We
looking
never
for an
got
excuse to kill
reinforcement.
something.
No, listen. I'm looking. All right, so if they're sleeping, are they sleeping together in a line? You see, that's the big question. But yeah, no, if they're not enemies, I'm unfortunately going to liquefy friendly troops. But let's see if they're enemies. I think we should identify who these people are. But yeah, since we haven't gotten reinforcements in a while, it's unlikely it's friendly. But it's always good to check. So I think we all just head over to where the signal is coming from.
Alrighty.
Will you let me rest on the back of the vehicle?
Are you asking me or?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So somebody else has to do the survivor roll then, because I'm resting.
I can do it.
resting heals 1 HP, 1 stress, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Thank you. Gunner's less dying now. Sorry, continue.
Okay, so, you guys are going to, in this case,
I'll roll, by the way.
roll what?
The survival needed?
Yes. Because the thing is to keep in mind, you guys are going to need, at least one person to drive and because I mean, like, I'm not going to make both groups do, but like one group will have to drive and navigate on behalf of everybody else. So
I'm just driving.
yeah, that's a good question. Who's going to drive?
I think the same people.
Yeah,
Well,
Gunner and
Gunner's,
Matthias.
yeah. Well, the problem is, Gunner, you said you were going to sleep, right?
Oh no, I meant overnight.
Oh,
while
overnight. Yeah. Okay, sorry
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So,
I
well, you're
feel like
rested.
sleeping on the back of a
Okay.
snowmobile's
So,
not so
yeah.
feasible.
So you're going to drive. So do a driving roll, please. -1 because of the terrain.
I get a flat roll. I'm going to push that.
Well, I mean, you don't both need to drive. Okay. So,
I guess Gunner will push that as.
Crashes.
Yeah, push it.
Oh my god.
okay.
Hey.
So the vehicle takes 1 point of reliability. So mark that on your snowmobile. Because I remember from Road to Wusa that when you push and you're using like an item or a vehicle, that takes the damage. So you don't take the damage the vehicle does, but you succeed, so you get through the terrain. I need whoever is doing the survival, which I think was Tobias. I will, if that's the case, I will roll for you. Tobias.
He's muted. Go ahead
Yeah.
and roll.
Alright. Yeah. Alright, I will roll his survival. Oh, lucky thing he succeeded. Okay, so you guys are able to get down here. It is now the afternoon shift. So,
Take a point of stress.
who?
Me,
Oh, why?
because I rested, not slept.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't realize there
But
was a difference.
yeah, no, I have to sleep. I didn't know there was either until I looked at the rules.
I'll
So
be.
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't let me sleep on the back.
No,
So I'll just. Well, what sucks is there's no save on that. You just automatically take it. It's like I was like hoping it was a
You
save.
should just add like you could roll a stamina roll for that.
I think you
I feel like
can
that.
actually.
I feel like rolling stamina to see if you could sleep while you're driving in a goddamn snowmobile is more than enough. I mean, you
Okay.
guys. I mean, yeah.
Alright,
So
anyway, I'll roll. So I need another driving roll from whoever wants to do it, and then I will roll Tobias. So Tobias, okay.
I'm back up. I could do
Oh,
I could do survival.
okay, then you can do it.
so one more driving roll.
Sure. From who wants to
Okay.
do the driving roll, Gunner or I
I got
guess
it.
Matthias?
I'm an expert
Okay,
in my
so
field.
yeah, you guys navigate to here. I've already got another icon here, so just assume that you're in the thing. So now we move over to the next map. Once that fucking loads, I should have preloaded it, but I'm going to activate that now. And then like yeah, ping it or like mark everybody's location once they are here.
Oh, what the absolute hell? I knew we should have brought that goddamn IFE. Instead
Oh,
of
you
me
can see the
ending.
map.
Oh yeah.
I'm still waiting for the map.
I hope to God this the reason why that there's fucking map markers here is because they're friendly and not because they're fucking enemy.
I'm sure they'll be the best. I'm on 97% still, but
Alright.
I'm just going to be optimistic and assume they'll be besties.
Too, because God forbid we are about to enter the lion's den, the shitter as we call it.
All right, I see the map now.
Oh, you do? It still shows you on the world map.
I'm on the.
Oh,
Old
I
map.
was mistaken. I was looking at Gunner. Now there's Gunner. Okay, so I just need to mark something.
I am in, and I appreciate the symbols. It's a nice aesthetic.
Thanks. So you you get to like you're driving here and everybody is to this like right here, just so you know. I'm assuming that's where you're coming. So you're coming in and you actually notice there's this wide open clear. This is not surface level, just to be clear. You do like from by coincidence from the direction you come in, you would actually see there's like a subterranean, like an entrance here, sort of like a garage door that leads down underground.
So this is below ground then?
Yeah, like the whole thing is below
Investigate the
ground.
shady bunker. They said it would be okay. They said. All right.
And there's no guards up here?
Nope.
Might be abandoned actually. Then
So where does it look like the helicopter would land?
didn't land here. This is where the radio signal is. The helicopter landed a few clicks back.
No, this is where according to the like the estimates for
Seriously?
trajectory and the signal. This is where it all ended up.
What the fuck?
The signal is the radio signal is, which speaking of, by this point it's now back online. The radio is coming from in this bunker.
Okay.
And from the open space, like at your current position, due to the distance, you would not necessarily like see openly. Like there's no like helipad or something above ground. But if you want to look around, you can do so.
I have two theories on what this could be. If everyone wants to hear them, number one, this is a This is a separatist supply bunker. Number two, this is where the IMC Marines are huddled up.
Well, I got
let's
2
be-
successes.
Okay. So,
Alright.
you would not see now for your scouting. So you're not seeing any signs of life from the surface. You're not even seeing like any animals. But you and navigating. So are you going to go clockwise or counterclockwise?
Clockwise.
Okay, so you're going up to the left. So I would say, because this is not a combat encounter, you can move. Like I'll move your token. So as you're going like here, you actually notice like it's partially buried in the snow, but there's an access hatch here.
There's
Okay.
an entrance here, isn't there?
That right there, that is basically like a garage door, like big enough to accommodate like armored vehicles.
It's on the surface, correct?
Well, this entrance is, I would say, hold on, let me just draw like a square. Square. So basically about this much in the orange rectangle is above ground. It just goes underground from there. Like
So, like, this is like a ramp.
everything, yeah, like this is a ramp, like the orange rectangle, everything going down, it's a ramp, and then you can't see anything further down here. But this door is closed. The question also I have before I snap back to Riley, is anybody going with Riley, or are you just leaving him to go by himself?
I want to try to see what's down the garage door.
Where is Riley going?
Riley's
I am
going up here.
scouting the perimeter.
Yeah, he's up here.
I guess I'll go with you.
Do you have recon?
I have pretty good recon, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's got BB.
then you can come with me. Okay.
So
Alright, let's
he's
see
up.
if I have anything that could blow open a door with. Anti-tank grenades. Oh wow. I forgot I even had these. What do I have?
I should
know,
mention
one
there's
of
an access panel.
I know, but I want to make our entrance as obvious as possible to let them know that hey, we're a threat. Nah. I'll go down the entrance hatch.
We'll leave you at the garage and let you fight the garage by yourself, and we'll all go through the hatch.
Yeah, nah.
We'll use you as a success.
I was going to say, Gunner's happy to babysit the. I don't know what the pyromaniac equivalent of explosive maniac is to make sure it doesn't
Probably
set off
just
anything
still
too large.
pyromaniac, to be honest.
But Gunner will babysit the pyromaniac to make sure nothing explodes till we want it to.
Okay.
With the circumstances being what they are, I'm gonna roll a d6 to decide which group to focus on first. So, odds is Riley's team, evens is Matthias. So let's see. It is a 5, so we're gonna focus on Riley first. So Riley and Tobias you're scouting around, you find this access hatch. It's partially buried by snow. There are no like footprints or any sort of indications that somebody's been through here recently.
Tobias, you're a tech, right? You're
Nah,
No,
I
he's
don't
an
have anything.
anti-vehicle trooper.
Okay.
I'm also heavy weapons guy on the secondary.
Okay. I'm gonna clear the snow and try to see if there's security on this hatch.
Got it. I'll I'll do Overwatch to protect you.
Okay. So there aren't any sort of like laser tripwires or alarms or anything hooked up. This is basically like you get the feeling that from this bunker that it's actually kind of old. Like not like hundreds of years old, but it hasn't really been frequented, if you will, in a while. Like, and it's not using like the if there is security, it's not online.
All right. I look at the bias. What do you think? You think we should look inside, see what we see?
Sure. Whatever you. My character kind of says. Sure. I mean, you going first. Start going after.
All right. I'll see if the thing opens up.
Okay, so you open the hatch and it opens up, slowly creaking as it like slides open, and like it's sort of like parts in the middle.
If I start to hear it making noise, I stop and I get the oil can out and put the oil in the.
Well, it's not like making an obnoxiously loud noise, like
Dude, I
slowly.
don't have an oil can. I
Yeah.
don't have an oil can.
Okay.
I just.
Okay. Well, it's just sort of like slowly whirring as it opens up, like little
I'm
hydraulic.
thinking to myself, damn, I wish I got looking for an oil can now. Or WD-40 spray. That's what I need.
WD-40, just spray a little on the hinges.
Yep, I'm definitely gonna look for that when we get back to town.
I mean, in this case, because it's the far future, it'd be WD like 4000 instead of WD-40.
MW40.
So.
All right, so it opens all the way then.
Yeah, it opens up, enough for you guys to hop on in. So.
Does this look like an emergency hatch?
I would say probably. Like, I don't know for certain. I was just designing like a little backdoor for people to access, but I never really questioned. It's like, well, would this actually be an emergency? So I guess tentatively no, or maybe. I don't fucking. Either way, you can get it in it. Like, why do you ask?
I just was asking if this is emergency hatch, which doesn't get used often, so it's really dusty and dirty, and
yeah,
there
okay.
might not be somebody. This might not be guarded so strongly because.
Okay, that's a good point.
Okay.
So that's why I was just asking you, like, in terms of because that helps me answer the question better.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a pretty old, sort of decrepit hatch. So, like, you get the feeling that nobody has been in here, like, used this very often. Like, it's been like months, if not years, of disuse.
Okay.
So, but you do
Now,
know
is
that this
this
thing
like
has
a
power.
tube down? Okay, is this like a tube down with like the stair metal things on the side of the wall to get down to the?
Yes.
Since you made it once, okay.
So.
I'll radio to the other two guys, let them know that we found an access hatch. Looks like an emergency exit. I didn't see anything between you and us. We're gonna go check it out. I don't know if you want to move to where we are.
We may as well all go together.
I was
I
gonna
want to avoid the horror movie trope of us getting picked off one by one.
Because my suggestion was, if there's a low power setting on the laser cannon, I was gonna melt down the door.
Why? If we could go into and behind them.
Well, you never know.
Gunnar has his fingers
behind
crossed. This place is empty and can become habitable. So please don't melt down our potential garage
That's
door.
fine. We'll go with them.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll all group up.
Okay. So you move your token to over by them. So who takes point into the bunker?
Riley.
Okay. So you go
I'll be
inside. Oh, oops.
Oh, where did I go?
Outside.
No clip that side of the bunker.
Yeah. Glitch.
This one does.
So you, I guess if you want to, I'll move everybody else inside. So Riley, if you're on point, I'll put you in the. Oops.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was something in there, so I didn't want to.
Okay. So as you are moving around, are you?
Look,
Sorry,
keep
you're gonna...
10. Wait, keep 10 for me, because if we do spot something, I don't want to go off of your recon.
Okay. So are you going to peer around the corner first?
Yep.
Okay. So I will say though, like the lighting in here is actually like, in this area it's a bit dim. Like the lights are sort of worn from maintenance, but they work. So there's it's not pitch black, is what I'm trying to say. Why did you roll driving?
They'd be right back. I think that was a misclick.
Oh, probably. Okay,
I
so
guess you're gonna drive into a wall.
so I won't make you roll recon unless you want to. Or at least
If I'm going to be coming up to anybody, you can have me do a recon before
Okay.
we make the
Yeah.
scene. See if I.
Okay. Now I will say, as you are turning the corner, now I need you to make a recon.
Okay.
It's not for avoiding an ambush, so it's not like I think infiltrator.
Okay, straight recon.
Straight recon, yes.
Am I trying to be undetected?
No.
Okay. Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah. You see, like as you're starting to step around the, like your foot comes inches away from a fucking tripwire, like a laser tripwire of a mine.
Alrighty.
Like a directional mine.
Is that tech to get rid of them?
I
What
think
is-
so, yeah.
Oh, it's tech.
Yeah. Do we have a tech guy? Who's our
Gunner.
tech guy?
But he'll be right back.
Yeah, Gunner is the technician, but he's AFK.
Do we want to take a 5-minute break? I could use a bathroom.
Yeah, if you guys, yeah, if we can take a 5-minute break.
I'm back and ready to defuse a mine.
Cool. All right, so, yeah, so you guys, so Riley spotted a directional mine. To disarm it is a tech roll. Hold on, wait. So it says placing landmines is a stretch of work and a tech roll, but does it say what defusing a mine is?
I have combat engineer, which says gives a +1 modifier to tech rolls for placing and disarming mines.
Oh, okay.
So
No, I
assume
see
it's
it.
tech.
Yeah, clearing a hex of mines requires at least a stretch of work and a tech roll. Failure will detonate a mine. You will need at least a knife or a stick.
That's right.
Yeah. Or I can get you to fetch me a stick. But no, that's fine. I'm pretty sure I have a knife. So let's head up to here. I guess I'll make sure to take. Oh yeah, you guys back off. I'll leave you with my rucksack. I remind you all of my blood type, and I get to work.
Oh my god.
So tech roll, as stated, I've massively overspec'd myself. So
Reynolds too.
Don't worry, Gunner. I'll know your blood type when it's on the walls. With your innards.
So I guess I'll tick combat engineer.
Yep, combat
for
engineer would.
+1 on my double A.
Yep.
And this will definitely work out. Going so well, I guess we push the roll.
So yeah, in other news, the mine goes off. Because if you fail to defuse a mine, it goes off. So the mine, I based it on the Claymore stat. So you're taking blast B to the legs. Blast rating of B is hold on. Oh, wait. Actually no, it's the blast power. Instead of like for directional mines, it doesn't do direct damage, it's just blast damage. So I got to roll 2d10. Let's see what the result is. So you could either be really lucky or really unlucky. 2d10.
Should have just chucked a grenade at it.
Well, the bad thing is now the whole place will know something's going on. Because it's probably pretty loud and an echo.
Yeah, so it does 1 point of damage to you, which is sustained by your armor, but yeah, it's a and like explodes. And so yeah, you hear and there's a blast and then like a sonic crack sort of that echoes throughout the hallway. But you are more or less fine. Though actually, I think that would probably give you a point of stress. So
yeah, that sounds pretty fair.
Very stressful situation. So you get a point of stress. but you don't take any damage. So you set off the mine. What do you do next?
Well, Gunnar will stick his blackened face around the corner and say, "Mine's gone," and then just sit down and breathe very heavily.
Oh my god. It's just like those cartoons where like the character's face is completely black, their hair is frayed, you just see their white eyes. Thumbs up, mine's clear. I love
So
that.
I'll move up to the next corner.
Okay. Peeking and leaning around,
Yep.
you don't see any people. If you want to do a recon to spot any mines, you can. You do not see any landmines, any like tripwires or anything like that. And that goes from, I would say, yeah, you like from, oh, where's the ruler? Like from where you were leaning, like I would say like here, you would not be able. So I'll give you a twofer. Like you don't see any mines around this corner and the next.
Okay.
So yeah, you definitely don't see any mines. So you get to there. You are at this sort of junction. I'll also move Tobias because he can't move his token. So you move to, you, I
Well,
mean,
don't move him out there.
I just temporarily dragged him there. So, do you want to, okay, so you're just leaning around the corner. You don't see anything down here. Like straight ahead of you is a latrine, like the entrance to like, bathroom.
Yeah.
But down this hallway, like that hallway, you don't see any people.
All right. Do I hear anything?
I would say give me a recon roll. This would be a -1.
Damn, I couldn't use the 3 damn successes.
Well, that was for you were trying to look down this hallway, were you not?
Yeah. Well, that's hearing and sight.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, I would say in that case, you could just faintly hear music. The same music that, like,
Okay.
same sort of genre of music that was playing before.
Okay.
From
It seems to be coming from the east, like the east sector of the base. And also, I won't make you continuously roll recon unless I say, like, it's a, like,
Okay.
so you don't have to keep rolling around every corner. You can if you want to, but you don't have to.
Do we want to clear out to the west
yeah, the west is
first?
shorter. That should be shorter, yeah.
All right. So what I suggest is two of you stay at this intersection because it looks like this is they can't get back here until they pass this point, and then me and Tobias go check out the west.
Copy that.
I'll just be here and set up pro in my LMG.
Okay.
Just in case of any.
So, so you're clearing the west first. Okay. So this door actually, like the symbols, like in the label actually identified. This leads to a hangar. And the door, there is a like a panel to open the door, like a button panel, sci-fi style, to where you can like type in the little thing to open the door. So you open the door. Well, I'm assuming you open
Is there
the
a
door.
window in the door? Is there a window in the door? Or is it a blast door?
It's like a sort of like a blast door.
Okay.
So.
Do I need a tech roll for that?
No, you can just press the button to open the door. It's powered.
Okay. All right.
So you open
I'll
the door.
open the door.
And inside is this pretty spacious hangar. There's a lot of like, there's a bit of snow and like water on the floor, but most probably I don't have art for it. But you would actually see the very gunship that was mentioned before, and that you.
Wow.
Hey guys, we found the gunship.
Yay! Now I can blow more shit up.
Do we even have a pilot for it?
I could probably pilot it.
It uses a drive skill.
Yeah.
Well, it also gives you a -4 to fly it if you're not a pilot.
But we can fly it with a drive skill.
if you're especially good at it, then perhaps. But overall, this.
I am
like,
especially good at it, so I think I fit
well,
the bill.
either way, the like the hangar doors at the top, like this is sort of like a hidden landing pad kind of. It's those doors are shut. so you
Okay.
can't really fly it. But you also would notice as you're sort of like looking around, there are like crates here of like various things. Very off in the distance, if you move in a little further, that's up to you. I'm not going to drag you or force you, but if you want to look
So
around,
how well armed is the gunship by the looks of it?
very
Like we're
heavy
talking.
cluster missiles, rocket pods, and autocannon and air-to-air missiles.
You just said it's a hind. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it
All
can't
right,
carry
so I'm gonna
personnel, but it's not too
I'm
bad.
gonna.
shit.
You said the helicopter's here,
Yeah.
so I'm moving to use the helicopter as cover.
Okay.
And
And I-
can you
and-
move Tobias to
Yeah.
here
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm
he's covering me?
Okay.
Mhm.
And also, I actually have a token for this thing, so let me just
See this.
it's not particularly colored, but and it was sort of like work price. But yeah, it's parked like right here. It'd obviously be bigger than this, but
It's
Is
supposed to be reminiscent.
the cockpit clear shield or is it a dark shield where I can't see in?
it's clear.
All right, nobody's in it.
No, there's nobody
Okay.
in the gunner or the pilot seat.
Alrighty. I'll do another recon roll here. Now I can see the whole room.
It reminds me of the Halo Hornet.
It's actually based on the Scorpion from Avatar.
Uh,
That's why it's like a twin, like a tilt rotor ducted fan thing. So, but so recon. So you don't see any signs of life. Like this hangar's a little dark, because it's bigger and there aren't a ton of lights. Like there are no ceiling lights because it opens up from the top. It's a little darker in here. There are still some lights. You would notice back here. There's like, this hangar could easily accommodate like, like definitely like 2 to 3 of these things at least. But there's also a like what looks to be like a supply cache back here. Mostly picked clean, but you can see like barrels and crates.
Okay. What is this a door?
Yes, that like there's a ramp that leads up here into like an air traffic control, like uh, a flight deck sort of station, where like people can like open the door, monitor aircraft, supervise this whole area. So it's sort of like an
All right.
Overwatch kind of position.
And I could see through the windows.
Well,
These are
this
windows,
is
right?
yes, this is an elevated position though. So like these windows are
Right, but I
above
don't
you.
see anybody in there.
You don't see anybody in there.
Does it look lit up like there's instruments on up there?
No.
Okay.
Cody,
What?
I'm gonna clear it anyway.
would I be able to tell if this gunship is of primarily separatist or IMC use?
This
or
is
is
an
it
IMC
both?
gunship.
Okay.
This is an AH-319 Dragonfly gunship.
Any indication that this thing was just captured rather than any indication it was captured? Sorry.
No.
Wait, does this mean that this is maybe an IMC base?
This
Yes,
very well
possibly.
could be, but we
Yeah.
don't know.
So
I mean, let's double check if it is. We could probably use it to try to contact any reinforcements, but that's a stretch.
well anyway, so because Riley's students. So you're gonna look in there. You would not see anything. There are no people in here.
Okay. That's all I cared about, and then I'll move over here.
Okay. Same deal. There are no signs of people. There's quite an offering of supplies. Like there are barrels of fuel, munitions, that sort of stuff. Like and when I say munitions, I mean like vehicle weaponry, like extra missiles and stuff.
Wait. 30mm rounds?
No.
That might be on the other side of the base with the vehicles.
That is true.
Like this is the flight deck. So, like this is
Cody, do you want to make me cry? When you mentioned there's no 30mm rounds?
not in this area.
Okay, fair enough.
But there might be a can of WD-40 in here.
Yeah. Nah, WD-4000. The
All right.
Interstellar Marine brand of choice.
MW4000. MW4000.
All right, so I go through this door.
Yeah. So you can just open the door.
I will clear the toilet room just to, I don't like leaving things uncleared.
Yeah. So
Were we firing at latrines that day?
And then
Yeah.
also, would you still have Tobias watching the door, or Tobias, what would you like to do?
Well, I would probably be in that hallway right there.
Here, where my cursor is?
Let me zoom
You
in.
would probably follow me, right?
I was gonna say I could do Overwatch in the hallway so we don't get like
Well, which
fucking.
hallway? Because like you're currently, yeah, this is.
The only hallway that leads to the right side of the base.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So
we left Tobias. We left the other two doing that. You were just covering me.
In fact,
Oh.
I'm prone down right now. Just
yeah, he's
Okay,
down. He's down on the floor.
I'm
Yeah.
following you then. There you
Okay,
go.
so you're all watching the hallway minus Riley. So Riley, yeah, the
No,
bathroom
I'm
is.
follow him then.
You're what?
He's up here. He's
Okay.
up here.
I'm gonna follow him then,
Okay.
since you know.
All right. So,
he-
are you going? Is he going to search? Are you searching the same rooms together, or are you going to have like one person goes to this shit or one person goes here?
No, Riley's doing the searching. He's doing the Overwatch.
Okay. So, the bathroom, if you check that, is clear. This is
Okay.
marked the armory, like the base armory.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Is the
Um,
security? Is it the door able to open or is it secured?
you can just open it.
Okay.
So you open the door, and no signs of people in here, but you do, like the armory is mostly empty, but there are a couple of E10 rifles, a moderate supply of ammo for those, and a few spare sets of IMC combat armor.
Guys, if you need clips, come grab some clips one at a time. How many
much-
clips can we find?
How much ammo is there exactly?
16 full mags. I was not expecting to roll that high.
I'll probably grab like 2 mags or 3.
All right,
hold
so
on.
hold on, guys. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 16 in the vehicle.
That is enough for 4 belts. Wow. I was gonna say, could I refill my belt and make a new one with all the spare ammo, because we have about 640 rounds of ammunition for the assault rifles. That's all I was gonna say.
All right, so there's 16 in the Predator. So if you're going to take them out of there, please.
Just remember to deduct, however many, so there's not like a supposedly infinite supply.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Make sure you minus it. So I'm going to take 2 off. So there's 14 there now.
Okay, I'm gonna take 7 just to denominate the fact that I'm making a new belt and I'm refilling my old one.
Wait, how many are you
that's
taking?
7.
No, dude. There's 6 of us. So you get like 2 to
4
4.
of Alright, 4 of us? If you don't count the
He is like
NPCs.
a heavy gunner, so like it's kind of given that he takes a lot of ammunition.
I'm down half of I'm down less than half on my
So your gun used is the same as the rifle?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I have
weird.
two.
Okay.
I have two. What is it? It's a light machine. It's not It's not a general purpose. I chose the light one so I could share ammo from it with you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Given that he takes a lot of ammo because he does use a lot of ammo. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use way too much ammo than I should, but at the same time, I am using. I do burn
Take
through
5. Take 5 then.
Okay, because alright, then that should be enough then, yeah, because that'll be enough to refill the belt and to get me another belt, or partially another belt.
So I'll take the 5 off, so we've got 7 left.
Then
I've taken 2.
What was that?
I've taken 2. So yeah, but it is right. It should be on 7 because you've taken it down from
Yep.
12. So yeah, that's good. Perfect.
Alrighty.
Wait, how many mags do I have?
Wait, do they have any shotgun rounds? That's what we need.
They don't have any shotgun rounds. It's just pulse rifle mags.
Damn it.
Yeah. In terms of how many mags Tobias has, he has got like you've got 4 rounds out of, well, like hold on, a 1 magazine with 4 out of 40, and then 5 full mags.
Okay, so that's fine.
So speaking of which, this is
Generate
Raleigh.
ammo. I need to generate ammo. Oh, never mind. There we go.
On the gun.
So hold
Okay.
on, I need to
Let me just
40,
reduce it to
5, and then
Any
also
grenades?
Nope.
I had to ask. All right, at least we got some ammo. I needed ammo bad.
Same.
All right. We ready to move forward?
I'm all
Yeah.
I'm all stocked now. Really well stocked.
What do you think, guys? Which direction we want to go? Now it's
Just go right, and then we'll go. Since we're already technically, well, let's go down. Actually, we should go down then up, because down has a longer corridor, and we can just see more from there.
okay.
I feel like we should do up first instead of just for one.
Yeah.
row.
Up is was it? We only have to go through one room here. We have to go through here in the garage. I'm all for going up.
No, keep in
just
mind,
to see
Riley,
what-
as you get to where you are, the music is now much clearer, like much louder, and it sounds like it's
Okay.
definitely coming from this direction.
All right.
That's what I was guessing.
And the signs like indicate that like this way leads to the infirmary, the mess hall, the enlisted and officers barracks, and then the enlisted and officers latrines, all in this eastern sector.
Alrighty.
So are we gonna investigate the north, or are we just gonna keep heading south?
I'll head back north,
All
and
right.
I'll let you know that the music is heading south.
No, the music is
Alright.
heading this way.
Heading-
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
To the east.
All right. So is there anything interesting in this room, or is this just
Up there,
Going for this-
the sign marks that as like the control room, or like the command headquarters.
This screen, can you guys zoom in closer? I can't really see shit.
Sorry, I need to
But-
be able to see the map, so
Yeah,
I know
no.
where I'm moving.
Yeah, I also need to be able to see me too. That's the problem. Oh shit, where are my glasses actually? Oh, I thought.
When we get into combat, I'll definitely zoom in. I was just trying to figure out where I'm going, and I need to see the map.
Where did I
So this is a control command center. Are there
Yeah.
maps and things like that still, or has it been cleaned up?
When you go in there, it is, everything is actually turned on, and you would have like, there's like comms access and like some, like everything's like turned on basically, like no phrasing jokes. So like with sufficient time, you could actually sort of, explore this in more depth, but that option is available to you. Like, but there are no signs of people in this place.
investigate the rest of the area before you fuck with the command center?
Yeah, no, I was just seeing if there's maps and
Yeah.
stuff that we need to come back and clean this room out. So yes,
Yeah.
definitely come back and deal with that room later.
I wonder what this is. I have a feeling this is just a reactor, but I'm afraid that that's like a nuke silo. So
All right, so
Never
I
know.
moved back down here, and you'll need to move Tobias
Yep.
down for us.
Tobias, I'm assuming, is following you. Gunner, where are you? Oh,
Can
you're
you guys hear me,
flanking.
by the way?
Yeah.
I'll
So
follow
Cool.
Gunner then.
So you're flanking. You two are flanking around.
Yeah.
Okay. And also Gunner, you're muted, just so you know.
Yeah, I've had nothing to contribute so far apart
Oh.
from tentative future excitement for clearing that other room. Yeah, we'll hold down here. I guess actually we could hold from
Okay.
here
So this,
Well,
since we're clearing that side.
Yeah.
this like down here, so to the south would lead to another like this leads south to the vehicle, like the motor pool. This over here by Riley leads to like the vehicle maintenance bay and armory.
All right, I open the door, check it.
Okay. No people inside. You do see like like vehicle tools, and like the place again has been mostly cleared out. But there are some like like crates with like potential vehicle ammo inside and like tools and stuff like that. It's not there's not
Potential
like
or
what?
potential? What do you mean by potential vehicle ammo? So like we have to open the crate to see it, or
Yes. Like
Okay.
you would see crates marked like this ammo, like shells for this, rounds for that, but you don't know how like if there's anything in there unless you look.
All right, but the room's clear, so
The
then I
room is
move
clear,
back
there are no
down.
people. Okay.
If Gunner's fine with him guarding the hallway alone, I would like to check inside for
Okay.
30
Well,
mil
hold on a
ammo.
sec.
And
But Riley, now
sorry,
as you're
sorry.
moving down there, I need you to actually yeah, roll a recon for me, please. Same recon,
Alrighty.
like just out of character. This is going to be another mine, so it's the same sort of modifiers. Damn. Yep. You well turn so there's like like some debris here. As you're turning the corner here, you see that like that crate is blocking a mine, and then there's another mine there. So somebody would have to defuse that, otherwise you can't go through here.
All right, I call down our mine disposal unit and have him take care of it. And then I back out, seeing as he's so good at it.
Okay, another roll, which I think I said before was -1, but with your combat engineer, it gives you
that.
a +3. I
Flat.
canceled that, so it's just a
Yeah.
flat tech roll.
Once again, Gunn would like to remind everyone of his blood type, leaves his gear with anything valuable, ditches anything valuable up with the guys, and yeah, tech roll.
The hilarity of the
I'll get
situation is you
speed of
guys don't
intent-
have a medic right now.
I'll calculate how much feet of intestines you lose. Let's go. Oh my
Woo!
god!
There we
did it.
go.
Yeah, you clear that mine.
Obviously, just got to get comfortable with the different mines. You haven't diffused mines for a while. Takes a bit of time to get back into it.
Yeah, I
With
think
that success, would he be able to salvage it? So now we have this mine.
let's see.
That was a pretty good success. So
Yeah,
it does
it
make
It's
sense.
disarmed rather than destroyed.
Yeah, I'll say you can carry that mine. I don't have like specific lore name and stats for it, so I'm just going to add a claymore to your
If you could stick, I'm going to kindly ask Mateus to carry it. Gunner's
Okay.
weak.
I'll just add that to your
Physically
brain
and
sheet.
just in general. But
Sworn to carry your burdens.
Yeah.
I'll just add it.
I mean, I'm also here, so
I'll just strap the landmine to the end of, to like the bottom of my machine gun, but it's facing forward. So if ever I need to get into a bayonet charge, I could just reactivate this mine and just poke someone with it, and it'll explode.
Or you can just strap it to your chest, arm it, and then run at somebody and hug them.
I could, but I need a lot of tannerite in order for it to be somewhat effective for Comp B. And I don't think we have explosives.
Yeah,
I
so
don't think
anyway,
we just have...
having done that, Gunner's going to go have a lie down
well,
at this corridor.
keep in mind that defusing a mine actually does take time. It's not like a snap your fingers and it's disarmed. It takes, I think, like a stretch. So that's 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah. So,
Alright, so
in the meantime, so he's defusing that mine. I'm gonna move you right back there for just a few minutes.
Right, yep, there we go.
In the meantime, because he's doing that, you guys, I wouldn't. You could try to move over while he's disarming. That would be a profoundly bad idea. But if you want to, there are rules for that, I think. Or you could
I was gonna move. I was gonna move over when he was done for
same here.
To collect the mine.
Oh.
Was it? Yeah.
Oh,
I guess you guys can hold the corridor. One person can cover the direction we're traveling into, and the others can hold the corridor while I'm disarming.
Yeah, for 10 minutes, I'll go check. If
Okay.
he's going to take 10 minutes.
Then I'll take the 10 minutes.
I'll clear
to
this
check.
room.
I'll take the 10 minutes to check for vehicle ammo.
Okay, so we'll do Matthias first because he's closest. So for vehicle.
Wait, you got the hallway. You got to cover your man.
Oh yeah, you've no. I was covering this.
Don't worry about the 30 millimeter. We'll get that after we clear the base.
the 30
The 30 millimeter
not
fairy
going
might come and take it away.
It's
It's
not
not
going
like you
anywhere,
can fire
Matthias.
it.
Calm
That's why
down. It's not going
I was
anywhere.
covering down this hallway. I was covering down this hallway.
Yeah.
Tobias, where do you want to go?
I would back. I would
Me?
even back up to here
Yeah.
just to cover your
I'm
man.
following Riley.
Sit
Okay.
here. I'll just stay here. I'll just stay here then.
Yeah, I'm covering Riley like he's my father.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so this room
I have a very
leads
good
to
relationship
the
with my dad.
fucking. This leads to like, so the base has like its own reactor that keeps it powered. This leads to like reactor like maintenance and stuff and like control room sort of thing.
Okay.
Everybody,
What?
Everything looks fine
For
in the
a
room.
few minutes, I was really hoping that this was a nuclear silo and not a reactor. For the
Well-
sake of, I want that warhead.
What would you do with a nuclear warhead? I'm pretty sure that would irradiate the fuck out of you.
I will strap it onto my back and I will run into the next person I see and
Dog,
die.
that would be radiation until you die, bro.
You would take 3 steps and die. Okay.
Okay, I mean, that's worth it.
The fuck? Second of all, what happens if someone shoots
Listen,
you with
warheads
that shit?
don't leak radiation. The radiation's contained inside. It's just a matter of trying to detonate the fucking thing.
Thing is though, what if someone just shoots it and just detonates it?
Well,
We're just all fucked.
aren't I charging them?
That's
Yeah,
just
but
if you're-
it's a nuclear warhead. I'm pretty
I can
sure
strap
it's
it to
gonna do a
my
lot of
back,
damage.
and I'll probably be able to cover the whole goddamn thing with my own persons.
Okay. Well, anyway, so
Yeah.
focusing on this for a sec. So the relay control, is like if you go in there again, same more business. You can press the button to open the door. Door whooshes
Yep.
open. No people inside.
No errors or no red lights that.
Nope.
Looking at the computers. Okay. And I'm
My
guessing
character's gonna say
that's
something
going to
to
say
Riley.
reactor on that
Yeah,
door.
like that has like a radiation symbol, like caution,
Yeah,
radioactive.
I don't go
Mind
there.
if I say something to Riley?
Yeah.
You know, it's really weird that there's like no signs of anything.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Is there nuclear fuel in the maintenance shed? I'm curious.
And the maintenance shed, well, I mean, we'll deal with that once you guys get back. So, or like
No,
go
it's
back there.
fine.
So, as you're heading here, Riley, the music sounds like it's coming from the mess hall, and like by this point, it's much clearer to where like you can actually like hear out individual lyrics.
Please put a song on the butt.
All right,
No.
Tobias, can you hold where I'm at? I'm going to check
Sure.
the first aid room, but I want to make sure that
Sure,
you
I'll
got
hold it
that
for you.
hallway covered.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna cover that. I'll be doing Overwatch.
Okay. You are down
I'm
where?
looking here. Thanks. Where he was,
Okay.
literally right there.
Okay. So
I'm
this,
being stealthy at this point.
yeah. So this is the, well, actually, let's make it very interesting. So, okay. So, you are, you're checking in the med lab. So this is sort of like, you know, obviously the infirmary where wounded soldiers go, yada, yada, yada. So you're not seeing any, like, these are like medical capsules for wounded soldiers to enter and like be treated. You don't see any people in here, of course. Same order of business before. No signs that anybody was here recently, but the lights are still on. This is
Okay.
like this door leads to a medical storage room, like where they would keep like surplus medical equipment.
Okay. All right. Then I'll come back here and let everybody know that was medical. We got medical supplies, so we'll have to check that later. Alrighty. I'm going to tell Tobias I'm going in and check on the music.
I'll go on behind you.
Before that, does anybody else want to go with them? Because I know Matthias is just kind of watching the hallway.
So I'll sit there with
Oh, you're
You want to
gonna-
say it's about 10 minutes?
Yeah,
You want to say it's
by
about
this
10
po-
minutes
by
at this point?
yeah. So you disarm the landmine, so everybody can reconvene at the entrance to the mess hall.
Then
Or do we want to clear the vehicle bay first?
I want to go to the vehicle bay. There might be something.
All right, we'll
interesting
fall
there.
back to the vehicle bay.
Okay.
I'm covering this hallway still.
And in that case, we'll see what's inside.
All right, covering the hallway that you're in, or covering the hallway they're going in.
Cover the hallway they're going in.
Okay, so I'll move you back. So entering in here, this is where all of this base's ground vehicles would have been stored. None are in here, so this is like pretty much completely empty.
God
I'm
damn
guessing they
it.
all took the vehicles here.
You're not even in the room.
No, but I'm just guessing. If they told me that they
Oh.
probably just took it, because this place is completely empty, from what it seems.
God damn it. I was really hoping for a tank this Christmas.
Oh,
Guess
too
not.
bad.
So we'll head back to the mess hall where the
Okay.
people are actually
So
at.
hold
I'm
on
gonna
a
go
sec.
in with him.
Okay, so you're going in with him. Matthias and Gunnar, are you following?
Sure, why not? Actually, yeah, I'll go. I'll have to worry about the
I
30 mil later.
Yeah, unless someone happens to be in this particular bit of corridor, I guess it makes sense to go together.
Okay, so you
Do
guys
you
are.
want to go down and cover that hall?
Who?
Yeah, go cover
Like
that down
right
there.
here? Move to there
Yeah.
and cover that hall? That sounds
I
good.
guess once you clear the vertical there, then Gunnar will pass and go cover around the
Okay.
corridor.
So you
But we'll synchronize going down.
Okay. So these two, Matthias or Tobias and Riley are entering the mess hall.
Correct.
Okay, so you go in.
Correct.
Oops. Yeah, you move in. So hold on a sec, because I have something specific written for this. Where the fuck is it?
Wasn't great. I must have hit a fork.
I'm gonna do my recon.
So yeah, well, the thing is, what I need. So Tobias, you are in the back. So hold on, Matthias and Gunnar, you've turned the corner.
If they've gone in, then yes.
Okay, so you guys are around this corner. Matthias, you are in the back. I need you to make a recon roll.
God,
So,
fuck.
let me.
Can I?
And all
Can I
well,
let Gunnar? Can
well,
I let
first,
Gunnar take one for the fact of he's supposed to be disarming the landmines?
yeah. So he's going
Alright, then,
first, I guess. But first,
I'll stay far back.
okay. Well, as you're entering the mess, first of all, so Riley, you see the music playing from a radio on this table, and you also see beside it is a thermos and a partially eaten MRE.
Your
Okay.
signs of life.
So,
Riley's going to use, like, we can broadcast out into a local channel, right?
this is not like a comm radio. This is like a personal, like a music radio.
No. I know, but if we saw that there's uniforms, and this is supposed to be our base, right? These
Yeah.
are our people.
Yeah, this is
So
IMC.
I'm guessing we could broadcast out on a channel.
Yeah,
That
that's what I mentioned
are
earlier. Yeah.
Oh, I totally missed you saying that.
Yeah, no, I said like if this is our base, we could probably use it to radio people.
Well, you can do like long range comms.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if this is our base, we'd probably have a radio room to where they would be able to contact.
Yeah, that would be the
bases.
command headquarters.
Yeah, we already went over that. No, we're talking about if we could radio someone inside the base.
With our own communications.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
before
because
that though, as I said before, I need Tobias to make a passive recon roll.
Okay.
I will do that for you.
Mhm.
Where is your stats? Recon. Okay, and then I need to roll this recon.
They're unable to be seen.
I know. I'll reveal them in a sec. So
Okay.
This was yours,
Nice.
and yeah. So in this case, and I also for some reason rolled on your sheet, but it was the same, or like the same attribute. So you like you faintly hear something like the sliding of a vent cover and like faint sort of footsteps like dropping on the ground behind you. By this point you've turned around and you see a woman aiming a gun at you. She is
My
a top
character says,
hold up. Top heavy
Go ahead.
Caucasian brunette in a skin tight tube colored IMC pilot flight suit with beige sleeves wearing a gunmetal gray pilot's harness that has both colored markings and the logo of the band that performed the music that's playing in the background. Her flight suit has the rank symbol of captain on its shoulders. She has a carbine trained on you and says in a rather angry voice, "Name, rank, and serial number now."
Tobias O'Connor, Corporal Tobias O'Connor, 7527. You may lower the weapon.
And she, says like, "No, you're answering my questions, and then I will lower my weapon. Answer my
Okay.
questions, and not a shot should be fired by any of us."
Okay. Well, go proceed with the questions then.
She's like, "Okay,
So-
first of all, what?"
Riley sees that, right?
Yeah, like by this point you would have turned around because you hear people talking. You turn around and you see.
My character is gonna say like, "Don't do anything," because it's the gun that's to his head. So he's like, "Just
Yeah.
don't do anything. I'll just answer the questions."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just covering. I moved to a cover position. She should expect that.
Yeah.
All right. So my character's like, "All right, on with the questions then, ma'am."
So she says, the first one's like, "All right, what squad are you from? Where were you stationed?"
Squad and where I was stationed. I don't recall that off the top of my head, but what would my character know of that?
Your squad is Bravo Squad,
Okay.
and you were stationed at FOB Taurus.
Okay, Bravo Squad, and we were stationed at FOB Taurus.
Who sent you here, Captain Lope or someone else?
Would I know that?
You would say your sergeant, whatever Laser's name is.
Well, I was sent here by Sergeant Insert Laser's Sergeant Insert Laser's name.
Wait, even a sergeant? I thought he was higher rank.
No,
No,
he's
he's
a
a
sergeant.
He's a sergeant.
We're a squad.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're a
Okay.
squad, not like a company or anything like that.
Captain, where have you been? Do you even know what happened to the firebase?
And she's like, "Hold on, one more thing. How did you find this place? Did you wander here on foot or arrive via vehicle?"
I'm guessing you're the one flying around in that
Gunship.
She holds her hand to
Gunship.
the side for a second, like a halt kind of thing. She's expecting an answer out of Tobias.
and Riley's spoken.
Okay. Well, my character says, "Were you the one flying the helicopter?"
Please answer my question, and I will answer any questions you have.
Well,
How did you find this
pertains
place?
to the question. That pertains to the question. We found this place with a helicopter, following the helicopter.
And I guess in this case, how about this? Make it opposed persuasion.
Okay.
Because she's sort of
Sure.
sticking to her guns. And now I will say for modifiers. So Tobias is going to be making the roll because he's the one like openly conversing with her.
Yes, I also have a gun to my head.
Yeah.
I don't want to die.
Yeah. So social conflict. Okay, so the modifiers. So you have more people on your side. I would say you presented your case like you asked a valid question, so that's +2. As for modifiers, -2 because actually -3.
Okay.
So you're
I'm
at a
getting another dick over here.
-1 overall.
Okay.
So I will do -1. Where is your persuasion?
I'm glad you're rolling and not me, because I'd be rolling a D.
Oops. God, I keep hold on. Rolled that on the wrong sheet. And then I need to actually select the right fucking character when I do my
Lone
persuasion.
gunfighter. Huh.
And let's see. So basically, she's pretty much saying like, answer my question. Just answer. It's a simple question. How did you find this place? Did you wander here on foot or arrive via vehicle?
We arrived via vehicle and then we walked on foot, I'm guessing, correct? From what I recall.
And at that, she lowers her weapon.
Okay. My character turns around to my captor, at least former captor, as I say.
Well, I mean, the thing is,
hello.
when you turned around, so You
Oh,
saw
okay.
her.
Then I'm
She was
already
still
looking
pointing
at
a
her.
gun at your face, but
Okay.
she
Well,
like
I
you at
say,
least saw her.
well, thanks for the vote of confidence, Captain. My character says, kind of rubbing his head to where the gun was, as he's like, Jesus.
Would you like to tell us who you are, Captain?
And she said, hold on, where's my fucking notes? So she states, it's like, well, my radio call sign, courtesy of the other IMC units of help, is either the lone gunfighter or gunfighter for short. So it's either that, or since I outrank all of you, either Captain Taylor or ma'am. My own military designation is CT-8108.
My character puts a thumbs up and says, "All right, ma'am. Are you the only person here?
Affirmative.
What happened to everybody else?"
I don't know. The place was cleared out before I got here. I was flying overhead and I saw this. I saw the entrance to the bunker. I sat down, had a look inside, and found out it was actually in pretty decent shape. They didn't completely clear this place out whenever they evacuated or were killed or whatever. So I turned it into my own
Yeah.
little HQ, which is
Were you the
served.
one playing the radio?
Yeah, and I was also the one eating that brownie batter MRE.
Cool. Yeah, cool. My character at this point is kind of like lost interest in everything else.
And she says it's like, anyway, I'm sorry about the whole, and she like does the gesture like of like gun to your head thing. It's like,
It's not
it's
the
just
first time it happened,
it's
so
like,
don't
well,
worry about it.
it's nothing personal, kid. It's just the situation that we're all in, and especially that I'm in, with the importance of this base and my role in ongoing IMC and like the sort of insurgency ops. Uh, I gotta play it safe. It's nothing personal.
No worries.
And she,
It's happened to me before.
I'm also assuming that by this point Gunnar and Matthias have turned the corner.
I would assume. I mean,
I would be
wait. Do we know
amazed
what?
if Gunnar was just standing behind the wall the whole time.
Oh no, I didn't. I was wondering if they would know this was happening, because if
Oh,
not,
you
then
would
I would
definitely
have.
know this is happening. If you hear them talking and you turn the corner, you're going to
Okay,
see.
no, then
Yeah.
yeah,
So anyway, but
yeah.
so, yeah, Captain Taylor, she mentions like, well, look, let me make it up to you boys. You want something to eat?
Sure.
Still a good amount of MREs.
Sure.
Alrighty. So
And we could
she,
talk while we're
yeah,
getting some food because we're all hungry.
Ma'am, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go scrounge up the vehicle munitions because I need a lot of 30 mil ammo, and and Matthias is gonna make a mad dash to the vehicle.
she stops like, hold on a second, hold on, and
Yeah.
she says, it's like, let me be clear about this. You may have found your way here. That does not give you, full access to everything in this base. I need ammo and I need fuel to keep the Separatist nightmare going.
Why don't you tell us what's going on?
Sure.
Since
Once
this isn't our normal area that we're part of.
So
Is there any other friendly troops here? What do we have for enemies?
And she's like, well, we'll get to that. What would you? Hold on. And she's gonna go into the back, like over to like a little stash, get some snacks, set them out on the table, and take a seat back where she was eating, and then just looks to you guys, and then just gestures to the table.
My character is gonna take a seat as he's like unloading his like rocket and rifle. As he's like, God, oh my God, I just got. Holy shit. Sorry
So,
about that. I just got surprised with the amount of money I just got sent.
with the amount of what?
Money.
So, so she, she looks. It's like, so, I guess to be formal, what are your names? What do you
You
go
already
by?
heard mine. I'm Tobias, but just call me O'Connor or whatever the hell.
She
As I'm
nods at
sitting at
that,
the table.
looks to Riley,
I'll tell her who I am. I'm Corporal Riley Quinn,
nods.
and give her my serial number.
Okay. Then she pretty much looks to Gunner.
Specialist Gunnar Sinderson, number 2049. He salutes and then looks down and plucks a bit of shrapnel out of his body armor.
And she notices that. And I should mention that the whole thing with her with Captain Taylor here is that she has this look where she's like very either like tired or just sort of unenthused with just about everything. Like she's basically got like a half-lidded sort of bored stare. I mean, she's like got a very, very faint, like respectful smile, and she's not talking like very aggressively anymore. But you know, she looks at that and she's like, "Oh, you stumbled into one of the traps I set up to keep out interlopers. Sorry about that."
I mean, it worked like a charm, so.
And she's like, "Yeah, but I mean, I just wish it wasn't, you know, snow stoppers who triggered. I wish it was those fucking harbingers. I know there's some in the woods around here, but I don't know where exactly."
We did save one if you want it back.
You know, to the Victor go the spoils, or we can set it up here.
I mean, whatever helps us.
Well,
I mean, that's up
in
to
that
them,
case,
though.
if you don't have any need for it, I'll take it back and set it up, and I'll let you know where I put it, so you don't stumble into it.
That's up to you guys, my character says.
She
Ma'am.
can have her mind back. I think that's okay with us.
Yeah, that's a fair deal.
She looks over to Riley when he says that.
Ma'am, would it be alright if we move our snowmobiles into the garage instead of leaving them sit out there?
I have no problem with that. I mean,
All right, so at
sounds
some
good.
point after our meal, we'll move them back in. We'll move them in.
My character says, "Do you guys want me to make like a stew or something?" I did kind of gather some vegetables from the farm. I could help with the cold. My character says as he like kind of motions to it.
Sure, if you want. I'll hand you my pot.
Sure. My character says, "All right, I'll gather some water from that snow. I'll just purify
Because
it."
the pot gives you a +1 to your cooking.
Nice. So my character's gonna make some like vegetable stew.
And Captain Taylor looks at you and says, like, "You don't want any of the MREs here?"
Home cooked meals are always better than perishable food, and also it helps to use that in the field instead of like on
True, but I
downtime.
mean, I figure I held a gun to your head. The least I could do is offer you a fresh meal.
Well,
It's
we'll take
fine.
the fresh meal and I stick it in my pack. Perfect. We can eat that later and we'll eat the fresh food now.
Yeah. My character says, as he's like, like I said, I really, it doesn't matter that you had a gun to my head. I understand. I'm just happy it wasn't enemy instead of friendly.
Look at my MRE. Why not?
So, and also I'm assuming by this point Matthias would have introduced himself.
Probably, yeah.
I wasn't able to ask because I know it was asked before, but so
Yeah, it's
she
fine.
looks, sort of like her eyes sort of, pan around just to sort of see who like reacts first. And somebody's like, "So, you boys were stationed at FOB Taurus, as snaps her fingers. Remember, Tobias said. What are you doing all the way out here?"
It got blown up.
Hmm.
It's not really an FOB anymore, we could say.
It's a crater now. It's Crater Taurus.
Well, it's not a crater. Some of it's standing. You're gonna probably
This-
come back.
The Separatist has taken it over. We killed what was left, but it was just us. We can't hold it. So my guess is they retook it back.
It's probably been retaken out of that, or it's just abandoned. Nothing
Probably
Right now-
abandoned, to be fair.
Yeah.
Right now we were heading to try to find fuel, and we've heard rumors that a number of our soldiers are being held at a prison west of this location, south of the river,
south
off
or
the
west,
road.
Yeah.
So,
Well, no, we're down farther now, so it's probably more west than south.
so Taylor,
If you
when
got a map, I could show you where we think it's at.
yeah, so she perks up in interest, like not really abandoning the half-lidded sort of like dull look, but she's just sort of like, "What, really?" Well, and I mean, I'll help as best I can, because that actually, so I need to be a little transparent here that I'm in need of help with a matter,
What do you need
and
help with?
I've got to, well, so I haven't had anybody in the region who could provide ground support for a problem I'm having. And the thing is that if you arrived by any kind of vehicle, puts you guys in an ideal spot to solve a big problem that's making me lose sleep. By chance, have you heard of the Atlas Project?
That I have heard
No,
of this
ma'am.
project.
No, ma'am.
Atlas is a separatist acronym for Aerospace Territory Lockdown Array System. It's a weapon array that can target aircraft and intercept munitions fired within the atmosphere or from space. It's the biggest threat to our little insurgency, as much as I have to use the word. Not only do the direct risk it poses my ability to provide close air support, but because we have a bit of an ace in the hole, and it's the core of Operation Return to Sender. Cluster of hidden ASAT missiles that could be shot down and destroyed before they reach orbit and hit the Separatist blockade.
Is this a more of a single weapon system, meaning like this is one central weapons controlling all this, or is this like a network of like SAM batteries, orbital guns, all that?
So
How centralized is Atlas exactly?
she
I
explains
guess you
that it's
know.
like, well, so the Atlas array is nearly online. They've got batteries scattered across Kreese. The Atlas array's control grid is the last part. It's almost complete. And once it's done, all Atlas batteries will be operational. And the campaign will retake Kreese might as well be lost. And the problem is, due to the enemy's AA defenses, I can't just launch an airstrike on it. The AA defenses have to be neutralized first. And since I can't do that, and you can, then you can probably see where I'm going with this.
I can see what you mean.
She smiles a little bit. Good. Um, so I hope it goes without saying by this point that, I hate to be blunt, but you're gonna have to help me with this. But
For where is? Sorry.
I will make it worth your while too. How's 200
Yeah,
liters of
vehicle
fuel
fuel
from?
here.
Yeah, how's 200 liters of fuel for your trouble sound, including half of that up front?
How far is this array place that we have to go?
So, because this map is, we've kind of served our purpose on this, and it's just like a social encounter, I will activate the map of Kreese. She will explain that it is pretty far, that hold on, everybody's already connected. From her, like, flybys and intercepting enemy comms, it's all the way down here. It's past the prison.
So the 200 fuel is on top of the fuel it's going to cost us to get down here, right?
Well, didn't you already? I think you already got fuel from Lucas.
That's what I asked her.
She's like, I mean, yeah, I'll compensate you
Okay.
for what you need, for whatever you need to do.
Sounds good.
I don't know where I don't have access to the Predator sheet.
You
I
don't?
don't know where it is.
The Predator sheet is
It's-
and there's Bravo Squad PCs folded, and then there's like a dull green party vehicles.
I did not know I could open that. Okay, never mind.
Well,
Question. I was gonna ask before we do all this, could I use the base for something real quick? I'll probably just type it to you, but that's up to you.
what are you using it for?
I was the transmission, the transmitter.
What do you
In the
need that
base.
for?
I was gonna try to contact somebody.
Who?
My father.
Is he even on this planet?
Most likely. He is commanding officer. High
Well,
ranking at that.
I mean,
It's up to you if he was here or not. It's up
well,
to
the
you.
problem is that this base's radio range is a bit limited. Like, I'm gonna share on the map. I don't know if I just copied Bravo Squad's icon, like, over the
Mhm.
current position. Can you guys see that orange circle?
No.
Okay, let me change that. Auras. All. Okay, update. You should be able to see it now. So
Yep.
that circle is this base's radio range.
Got it.
And she says it's like the problem is, so I've been in contact with other IMC units, most prominently, to the northeast, but I've had to pretty much fly back and forth to be able to, speak to them. So it's like pretty much a case where, our highest ranking officer, gives us, he gives me, command or instructions at times, and I report into him. But other times, I'm just sort of flying around, gunning things down from the sky, given the snow
Who's your
stopping.
commanding officer?
As the
And
commanding officer.
commanding officer, we don't know where General LaRoe is, and everyone, below him is dead except for Major Hamada.
And what's the major of?
What do you mean?
What unit? Like what unit? Is he supply major or is he a frontline major?
He's like a frontline sort of major.
Okay.
Not like literally fighting alongside the troops, but he's like command staff of the 72nd MAD.
Okay.
So Taylor explains it's like, well, I mean, because he's basically been the one sort of coordinating, any and all surviving units, but any and all surviving units are very few in number, which is all the more reason why I'm very interested about this prison situation, because then that gives us more manpower to deal with the Atlas grid.
True.
And that was going to be my next question. Could we rescue them first, then deal with the?
Yes,
Do we have
in fact,
enough time for that?
I would encourage it.
Yeah, I'd say we liberate the prison, bring the prisoners to the base, arm them and equip them, and then we storm the Atlas project. That was my take.
Now the other thing that you should know about is there is what's the group that took over Ettervik?
The
Harbingers
Harbingers
of
of
Ice.
Ice.
Harbinger Vice.
Harbingers, that's right. There's a unit of Harbingers somewhere to the southwest of Utterville. Because they came from the southwest, didn't they, Cody?
No, they came straight east, like somewhere around here.
Oh, okay. Have you seen any signs of them during your flyovers?
I haven't, she says.
Because I guess they took all the town's vehicles. We have made friends with Ettervik.
And
We have half of our unit is there right now.
how many people are in your unit total?
We have 8, right? 6 PCs and 2 NPCs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I tell her 8. Plus we have an IRF.
An IFV, that'll be helpful.
But it's so out of gas, and that's why we need our 30mm ammo, because we're almost out of ammo too.
No, we're not. Well, we're doing fine. It's just a matter of I want more.
We're almost out of ammo.
Yes, no,
Jesus Christ, dude! You wanted the ammo, and I'm
Bro, you cannot be.
dude, we
low.
have ammo.
The art of negotiations.
Oh my God!
Oh my god.
Listen. Fine. We are very low on ammo. Please give me ammo. Ammo now. Me want ammo. Yes.
Me need
Now
it.
now that I think about it, we don't even have a full belt. Not even the AP or the HE have a full belt. This is the sad part. Never mind. We do need ammo. We need a lot of ammo.
And Captain Taylor just like rolls her eyes, takes another sip from her thermos, and she's like, "Well, look, I can supply with, with the fuel. I mean, whatever, get you to the prison at least, and then get you down to the Atlas grid."
While they're talking, I'm gonna offer her the soup.
And
Wait,
she
did we refuel the IFV?
she
It's only at 5 fuel right now. We got like 100, didn't we?
Put the fuel in, I guess. But yes, we did.
Yeah, I would assume you would have put the fuel in because you would have needed to use some gas to get back to Ettervik.
Because the fuel's only at 5 right now. We didn't waste 5 fuel getting to Ettervik, did we? Wait. Well, sorry, we didn't.
There's
You
no way
would've
you would use 100 liters of gas getting back to Ettervik.
No, we never added it in.
I didn't add it in.
How
so
much
everyone
gas
else
would we
did.
have used from the hiding spot to Ettervik?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 18. Then we can do it off the top of the head.
4 times 18. Well, hold on. You would have like, your travel speed is 10.
72. Right, but it's 18. That's why I keep telling you, you never give us enough fuel for this thing.
Oh well, I thought
it's
18 per
we
hex.
use 18 per hex.
I thought it was
per
per
hex.
shift.
No,
Is
it
it?
is
Wait.
per hex.
Jesus.
That's why I'm always going, dude. You gotta give us more fuel.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I
you
like the
never give
struggle
us
for
enough to
fuel.
get from point to point.
Okay. Well, I didn't realize. So what? So realizing that, I guess, what is a fair amount for her to offer, and don't take advantage of my diplomacy, guys.
I mean, how much are you offering right now?
Well, she offered
He-
200, but I'm
she's
willing
gonna
to.
200 over the top of what we use is cool.
Yeah,
That
okay.
way we get it. So I'm not going to count fuel because she's giving us fuel. Once the fight's over, we add 200 to it.
Yeah, but then she's not going to just keep supplying you infinitely.
No, right. We're talking to go down and get the thing. The prison's on the way down, so we'll take out the prison and go down, deal with what she wants, and then she'll give us at the end of that. We'll add 200 to our fuel.
Right.
Because right now we're at a total of 32. That's what we have in our fuel right now.
Jesus Christ.
Plus the whoever is there at the base would have made the alcohol from the grain that we have too. So if we switch the machine to take the alcohol, we could maybe go another 3 or 4 hexes on that fuel that they've made, because it'll be double the 18. So we'll be spending 36 fuel per hex, and I think we have enough for 100, so we can maybe push it to another 3-4 hexes on that fuel.
Okay. Well, either way, she's willing to, like, now that we got the clear up, like, she's saying, like, yeah, and I'll provide you with whatever fuel you need in order to get to the Atlas grid and take it out, and then, I'll reward you with a little bit of extra fuel. But she's saying, like, this base is primarily for keeping the Separatist Nightmare afloat, and, as a result, I can't just be handing out ammo and feel like I'm running for office. And also,
Right.
speaking of, she says to you guys, like, I would prefer that we keep this place as on the down low between us, because I would rather not have more and more people show up and draw attention to this place. Got it?
Yeah, the only thing I would say is once we free the soldiers, we probably want them to come back here, right?
Yeah, she says, like, well, I mean, if they're helping us, then yeah, you can bring them back here, get them armed up, because the armory still had some pulse rifles, some mags, and some armor, so you could get them geared up and, able to help us.
Yes, we
awe
could.
about how much fuel we consume. 'Cause I'm looking at the manual right now. A BMP consumes 8. To be fair, it's a BMP, but it consumes 10 more liters
Yeah.
of fuel.
She definitely senses something from Riley when she says that.
Oh my god.
Senses when she says keeping it on the down low.
That
or...
I'm full of shit with the rearmament of the dudes.
She raises an eyebrow at it, but she doesn't comment on it.
Okay. With my empathy being so bad, yeah, you can read me like a book.
We consume about the same amount of fuel a T-80 does. We are 6 liters off. Why do we have such a low fuel tank if this thing guzzles so much fuel? I'm in shock myself.
Yeah, 18's a lot.
18's more than
there are
standard
tanks
in the
that,
book.
like, tanks do more, and I mean, the reason
Well, here's the thing. Tanks use gas turbines, which are quite literally jet engines. I hope this thing is using an equivalent. What was in the book was that an Abrams does use like 40, which is insane. But if I can check, if it has so much fucking what the fuel.
No, I might have to rebalance that later.
Yeah, our fuel capacity is probably too low. That's probably.
Yeah, an Abrams has 1,900 gallons of fuel in its tank, and it consumes 40. So I feel like we should get, like a BMP has like almost double our fuel. It has 425.
Okay, well, I'll have to rebalance that later.
Maybe like bring us down to 14.
Because I don't think you realized it was per hex.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I genuinely thought it was per shift.
No, that's why I didn't want to bring it in the woods.
Okay.
I mean, we could just say that it's per shift and just keep the fuel values how it is, or we could just.
Oh, you know what? I got confused on. I kept thinking it's like, the travel speed, like
That's what
every
I
time you
thought
hit the
too.
travel speed, it consumes that much. I was
Yeah,
mistaken.
same.
Okay, so I'll have to reread the rules on that just so I have a better understand of it. Anyways, so she mentions like, well, okay, then in the event that so you bring the Marines back to this base, the Crow's Nest, and from there, I will keep you like I will investigate the situation further, and I mean we'll take this one step at a time. Uh, in the meantime, do you boys have any questions?
No, other than I think the only thing that I did was just click stew and then offer it to everybody.
Oh, well, cook the soup. Well, she'll, I mean, out of uh, gratitude, she'll, accept the soup and have some soup.
Ma'am, have you spotted any armored units around the general area, just in case? I I don't know. I mean, it's always good to know what's around the area.
Uh,
So, have you?
so Captain Taylor mentions the fact that it's like, well, I mean, I've seen, um, I mean, I could probably count on one hand with fingers left over the amount of, IMC armored vehicles that I've spotted. Most of them are heading to the rally point.
What's the rally point?
And she mentions like, well, the rally point set by Major Hamada is the where's my notes because she phrased it in a certain way. Mentions the facts like Major Hamada is organizing any and all surviving IMC units at what the code phrase is the shadow of a fallen giant, and that refers to the UES Archangel, which
U.S.
was a ship that,
Archangel.
the UES Archangel was a ship that got shot down, crashed out in the wilderness. Um, Due to how long it's been out there, the Separatists, ignored it because they don't assume that anybody's alive. So we use it as a perfect uh, little place to bunker down. Pretty fucking remote, but that's what makes it such a good spot to camp out.
And where
Most
is
of
that location?
she would give you coordinates. It's over here.
Oh, it's that thing.
Yeah. The
Should have
ship
the drawing
crashed.
tool.
The ship crashed out in the middle of the woods, or like out in the middle of the wilderness. And she's saying like most of them, most of our forces were along the coast, near like Fort Annapolis and shit. And we just kind of went off road, made our way over to the crash site, and that's where Major Hamada has been organizing everybody.
Can you put a note on? I don't have the ability to
Yeah,
add text.
I'll do that.
Can you put a note for
What do
me?
you want me to call it?
Rally point.
Okay.
I think another thing would be, have you seen any separatist armored?
And she looks and she's like, yeah, plenty, and that's exactly why I avoid them. I only blow them up if they're in my way.
What exactly are we talking? Are we talking about just IFVs, or are we talking
Tanks,
tanks?
walkers, other aircraft.
Walkers. Any general area they're in? Any general area they seem to be convalescing in?
They tend to be
Like,
patrolling south of the river. And when she says south of the river, she's pointing out like, let me draw into like this river that more or less divides the map. She's saying like everything
yeah.
to the south is pretty much where all the separatist activity is concentrated. They're not really doing a whole lot up north.
They don't have a big unit at the lumberyard.
And
Because
she says like I've seen activity at the lumberyard, but I've never investigated if it's separatists or harbingers or anybody else.
Because the forces that took our fire base, we saw the convoy heading south towards the lumberyard.
Well,
That'd be north.
as minor like GM note, I will say that you saw them heading this way, but you never would have seen if they had gone towards the lumberyard or if they went through Ettervik.
Yeah.
And we never asked them. Okay, that's something we can ask them when we get back there. Do you know if that bridge is still up and is it guarded?
And she says the bridge to the south over the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've caught a look at it. It's intact. Kind of difficult to tell sometimes with the with the god awful weather on this cursed planet, as well as the fucking trying to avoid enemy territory as often as I can. But uh, I mean, she says like, well, look, bottom line, to my knowledge, it's intact, but don't get mad at me if it isn't.
All right. Well, we could cross the
Hover vehicle.
or hover. We could just cross the river.
I mean, we could, but remember, we got most of the woods and mostly off road from here, so we could just like if it is like somewhat damaged, we could probably just hover over the broken bit. I would hope.
I'm more worried about it being guarded.
Well, we have an IFV after all. Alright.
Right, but the object is not to fight there. We're gonna need our stuff for fighting that prison.
Well, we're not going to be wasting 300 rounds of ammo on what would be probably a minor force at best. And even
Nope.
then, we still have two ATGMs. We have enough firepower to get to power through it. We don't have to waste all the fuel to go around the bridge. We could just power through it. I'm saying we have enough ammo.
Now the question I have is, do we have to bring the IFV here, or can she shuttle fuel to us?
She mentions the fact it's like the problem is that the Separatist Nightmare is it isn't a drop ship, so I wouldn't be able to tow fuel to you. But I'm trying to figure out a good way we could deliver the fuel. Honestly,
Package it.
she says just like that because the problem is I genuinely was not expecting anybody to get over here. Maybe those colonist friends of yours can help out somehow.
They don't have any vehicles.
They don't. What happened to all
They
their
were-
vehicles?
I already
Stolen
told her
by
they
a
were.
cultist.
Oh, they did. Oh, she did. All right, never mind. Okay, so
How much can we haul on the snowmobiles? Do they have their own carrying capacity?
No.
Okay.
snowmobile.
Well, could you like care package it to us? Just like
Has a
Can
cargo
we make a
capacity of
sled?
25.
Oh, that's not good.
Can
No,
we make
that's-
sleds to attach to the back of the snowmobiles and just somewhat carefully tow it back?
So she, Captain Taylor is thinking about it for a sec, and she's like, while musing on it, I'm just checking something in terms of the Dragonfly stats. So cargo capacity, she's like, well, I might actually be able to sling load it, possibly. This this thing isn't built for it, but it's been through a lot. I'm pretty sure it can handle it.
All right, then let's go.
I mean, I have a faith in my craft as any good pilot would. She mentions, so in terms of I need to figure out what is 350 minus 284. Minus 284 is not good. It's 66.
66 what?
66, like, encumbrance units of fuel. I don't know if that's like hold on, let's see. Fuel, alcohol, I mean, just look again, saying alcohol. Well, actually, alcohol fuel, like 1 liter equals 25 weight, so, or 0.25, I mean. So 0.25 times 66, that's not ideal. Actually, yeah, um, so, she mentions like, well, yeah, I don't think I'd be able to tow enough that would get it to you, so we're gonna have to think of something else.
We don't want to bring it here and just waste more fuel. I want to try the sled idea.
Does she know of any vehicles? Has she seen any vehicles we can go steal?
And she mentions like, well, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I feel like I've seen vehicles come and go from at least either into or past the industrial lumber yard, but depending on I'm not necessarily a fan of flying at night, but I might do a night flight to see if I see any headlights, and then if I do, I'll let you know.
Can your I don't know what this thing does, but can you put people in there? Can you carry people?
She mentions like, I mean, I have room for myself and then for a co-pilot slash gunner.
Sure.
And Taylor looks at
Funny.
you as like, what's so funny?
Nothing. Well, what gun does the gunner have exactly?
I mean,
What kind of
I'm all
firepower does it have? I just want to know for the sake of having knowledge.
Dragonflies have, in the case of the gunner, sort of like an Apache, they would have access to a 30mm autocannon.
Yeah, I am a very big expert with those.
so
If
am
we
I.
are going to take it to the, if we're going to take the Dragonfly, I will call shotgun, for the sake of.
Hey, Town, we're not fighting here. I'm
I know.
finding a way to get a vehicle. So I was hoping she could take two, me and somebody else, and drop us somewhere. We go in, steal a vehicle, and bring a vehicle here.
And I'm saying I'll take the co-pilot seat, and I'll just jump out.
And
Parachute out.
she mentions it's like, well, the problem is that I can carry one passenger, one person
Yeah.
sitting in the co-pilot seat, and then land, and then they get out.
Yeah, I don't like being that far away by one person.
I don't know how risky of this thing of a maneuver this might be, but doesn't what do you call the things that like the rails on the sides of like a helicopter
Like
that
the
help it
landing
land?
skids.
Yeah. Okay. Can people safely sit on those? I would assume not, but this is just spitballing right now. So I just want to know if someone could safely sit on the safely hold on to those while not hold
While
on, but like
screaming through the sky, no. Says
it was worth a
Captain
shot.
Taylor.
Especially not that distance.
Which one?
I was gonna say I thought this was gonna be like a hind.
It
With
isn't.
gunship plus transport. Yeah, I figured. So we are. I mean, if we're gonna go take vehicles from the lumber yard, we might as well just carry all of it. Because then we're just going on another wild goose chase to get a vehicle to transport to go to to transport fuel to refuel our main vehicle. Like I feel like this is more work than it was. This is a lot of work for not a lot of benefit. That's just me though.
Yeah, the problem is our vehicle has 32 fuel. It can get to
Yeah,
there.
I'm saying we're using our what I'm saying is we use our snowmobiles, do the sled idea, and try to carry them over to Ettervik, or someone heads back to Ettervik and then asks the villagers to help us carry fuel in exchange for like I don't know some ammo.
We can't get
Like-
the villagers to help carry fuel because then villagers know about this place.
Shit.
But I still like my sled plan.
I am for the sled plan mainly because
That's the only option we have.
Yeah, because anything else requires too much effort requires way too much effort. Everything else, to me anyway. So, try to make sleds with the snowmobile is probably how we're gonna go to ship the fuel back. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Okay, that's settled. We'll use the snowmobiles to transport the fuel back.
Yeah, so Captain Taylor's like, and look, if there's any way I can help you, just tell me, within reason.
I guess if she happens to already have a sled, that would be a help. But otherwise, I guess I can.
And
I'll
so
even spend a vehicle part if that helps.
she mentions like, well, the good news is that this base does have a couple of like dollies for transferring like heavy cargo like vehicle ammo and fuel barrels and stuff. Bad news is that they're on wheels. They're optimized for the interior of this base, not the bumpy outdoors.
All right, guys.
Can we just take off the
I am carrying a pair of skis, so we at least have one with skis.
All right, so we go.
I just didn't want to use my skis for this.
I feel like skis. I feel like normal human skis, implying non-human skis, probably aren't up to the task of carrying like 100 liters of fuel or how much fuel it is. So I was thinking of
if we could just find like some like not metal, like a metal plate or something, like a long metal plate, and just weld it on. I guess like just anything that'll help traction on the ice. Or not
yeah,
ice,
but
but
make some just like rudimentary vehicle skis using 2 pieces of sturdy-ish metal
yeah,
with a curve on the front, and then attach those together as some kind of frame, and then stack stuff on top of that and lash it with tons and tons and tons and tons of cord,
yeah.
and then drive very carefully.
I think that's a good idea. That's our only option at this point.
And we'll just move 1 hex a shift.
Debating the reality of ski-based logistics.
I will caveat, I've just watched the new Grand Tour series where they attach shed houses to the back of cars, and it worked better than you would expect.
So I'm fine with the ski based. We makeshift what was it? We make the dollies into ski wagons, and we use the snowmobiles to transport everything back. Cody, you okay with that?
Well,
What do you need us to roll to try to do this?
to do what specifically?
Build the skis. Build the sleds.
Probably tech. Flat tech.
We got the best tech. We got the best techie in the company.
Yeah, he's so good that he actually sets off landmines and doesn't get anybody killed.
Well, hey, dude, he did his job.
50% success rate with landmines is pretty good.
Was it getting hurt? Was it getting hurt on the job? It's acceptable, because in the end he did his job. You see,
if you're not, if you're not an AA, I could assist for +1.
Unless I'm getting any negative modifiers for this absurd plan.
No, I just give it a flat roll.
AA it is.
Woo!
All right,
Operation Ski Fuel is a go.
So you're setting up this skis, or like the sled for it, just sort of combining like the ski like treads with like the dollies that that Captain Taylor mentioned. So so in terms of the getting it there, I will say it's probably going to be a driving roll. Because like I'm saying like to make it easy, I'll say like you can tow that like for convenience make the necessary amount of fuel with just the one trip, so we don't have to like spend like 40 minutes doing this shit. But I will say that you would still need to do driving rolls to ensure that you get there safely.
Gunnarson's able to drive, right?
Yeah, he can drive. He's since finished the
ski logistics.
Yeah, he finished building the ski tread.
Then in that case, me and Gunnar will drive then. So let me roll mine then. I'm just gonna assume.
Well, I'll just say, I mean, I'll make it to where one person has to drive.
Then
make it that better.
I'll drive.
Yeah.
I have the biker thing, and so I cancel out the net -1 we had.
Yeah, net -1 for driving in the woods.
Okay, then in that case, this should be a flat roll. I'm going to push that. There we go.
Hey.
Alright, so the vehicle takes another point of damage. So you get here, and so I guess thrice more, please.
3 more.
Yeah, because whether you go here, 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 or here, 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 it's still gonna be. Okay, so there's that. You get
1
there. There.
2 let's roll mobility. Driving.
Oh, that's a good roll.
So
Okay.
way to
Ooh.
finish it off.
Yeah, so you drive back to Ettervik, towing all the fucking fuel, and I'm assuming everybody else is like riding on spare space on the dolly or like riding on the backs of the vehicles. That seems more reasonable.
Yeah.
And
He's
also,
probably going so slow I could ski along with him.
oh,
If we're going downhill, he's probably going faster. I'm probably trying to brake in order to not like tumble down, and this man's just running down the hill, just.
and also I would say before leaving, Captain Taylor gives you her contact like radio call.
Yep.
And I'm assuming you would give yours.
Correct.
Gee, I didn't ask for your number, but I appreciate the thought.
Well, I mean, she
I'll
gives
give
us
her
that
our
way.
digits.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid.
Yeah.
So how much food do we have for the IFE now? Do we have max tank? Or is it
Yes.
just... Okay.
And
I'm just
that's
gonna
like
have that.
ignoring the
Yeah.
extra fuel that you have from the
So I assume we weren't able to secure any munitions.
no.
Damn it! I was gonna ask if I could borrow like maybe one hyena missile because I wanna. Oh, and I should have asked how interchangeable, or sorry, how easily can I swap from tank destroyer to multi-role? For the sake
It's
of
probably just like a tech roll and a shift of work to change out the weapons.
okay, because then I was gonna ask if I could borrow hyena missiles, so just in case if we needed to more anti-infantry.
Well, you need a hyena missile battery and the missiles to be able
Oh
to.
yeah, true. Never mind. All right. Yeah. We got IFE fueled, and Cody now has to rethink how much air fuel we're actually consuming.
Yeah, I'll say it like temporarily, so just so it's outlined. Captain Taylor has given you the exact amount of fuel you would need to, at least for this trip, to get to the prison, drive back to the crow's nest, and then she can refuel you there, and then give you enough fuel to go to the Atlas network and then back.
All right,
So
so
she'll give you what you need, but she's not going to like drown you in fuel.
drown me in fuel.
I'm just gonna fill us. Does that work?
I already
Yeah,
filled. I already
fill
filled.
it
It's
up.
fine.
Oh, okay.
It's good right now. So I will say, I may or may not be able to be here on the third week of this month. May or may not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be here either.
Okay.
Ugh.
I'm in
I mean,
San Diego.
what is it?
on a
I will.
cruise.
Oh, nice. But yeah, no, I will. I will most likely be here, but it's just there's a small chance I might not be.
Okay. Well, depending on how many people we've got attending, it might have to postpone. But
All
I
right.
would say with this, this seemed like a good spot to wrap up.
Yeah, probably would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, seems like a good
All
time.
right, let's pull up the XP. I gotta get Tobias's sheet open. So Tobias,
Appreciate it.
and then where is the character creation?
One
Okay.
of these days, I'm gonna go to those village women.
So you
I'll
talk
never
about
forget
village women all the
you.
time. Reminded me when I was a kid, we went on a trip to Morocco and we had a tour guide, and we stopped for lunch in a village. And we just turn around just midway through the meal, and our tour guide is getting beaten by an old man with a shoe because he'd spoken to one of the village women of a river. And
Oh my god.
apparently, if he wasn't native enough to this particular village to be
Oh my
allowed to talk to the woman of a river.
Wow.
So I just imagine your character getting hit by an old man with a shoe just whenever you say village woman.
Now Pistol went with a Luger, and then it's like the Halo Combat Evolved Magnum animation where like he whacks it, spins it around. Anyway, so XP, everybody's got the sheets up. Everybody gets 1 point for participation, and I'm marking this into Bias's thing. Moral code.
Meh.
Did I injure?
I think the Gunner definitely gets the point for did you risk your life for your buddy? Because well, he kind of did.
Yeah, I mean he was doing it on behalf of the group to make sure nobody else got hurt by the mine, even at the cost of getting hurt himself.
I feel like Gunner should get two points for setting off the mine for everyone.
No, he's just gonna get the one.
No.
So he gets the one. So if you follow more code, Big Dream.
Big Dream.
I guess we're probably not going to be able to move into this place to make it a base for ourselves, are we?
Depends on how you play your cards.
Hopefully, she gets shot down at some point, and we know we can come back here and we have the space.
Jesus
In
Christ.
that case, could this potentially be a big dream for Gunner, since his big dream is to find a place to actually build things?
Yeah, potentially. If you want to call it your base, maybe, who knows? Like, if Captain Taylor warms up to you, she'll let you stay.
Gunner has a vested interest in becoming residents of Crow's Nest base. Yeah, found.
It's a shame you weren't the one that cooked the meal. Then I would say, yeah, sure, you cooked the meal. You're trying to smooth her over for it.
I mean, I can smooth her over for it since I cooked the meal.
As a team,
No, hold on, no. That's Tobias's moral code. The way to a woman's heart is through her stomach.
Oh, then he definitely gets it.
Well, do you want to make that a moral code?
Me? I mean,
Your current one is protect those who can't protect themselves, but given that you've basically, like, tried to butter up one woman and we're hitting on some farmers' daughters.
hey man, I'm just young, bro. I'm pretty sure the youngest member of the team. I'm still a young buck. All right, look, I'm just trying to.
It's his moral code. I don't want to die a virgin as well.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do a Vietnam. They bring in like a Vietnamese lady to the States.
Jesus
You
fuck.
get back to your hometown in America and you bring home a German woman.
My character is part German, so.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
Yeah, he's
well,
like mixed with.
At any rate, so just consider that as a moral code. The way to a woman's heart is through her stomach. But anyway, so moral code. So Big Dream, did anybody? I think we were on Big Dream.
What is my big dream again?
Survive the war, get home, and start a family. You've done none
man,
of those things.
I mean, I could be starting that. Oh, about you, no, hey, man, look, it's been so long, and then I just saw like 3 women in one day. Come on, bro. That's the start. The start a family is finding a woman. Okay.
Okay,
if you're gonna pursue the captain like that, you're not gonna be able to start a family. Should give you a good old pick where you need it.
Who said I'm trying with the captain? Is that a fucking death wish, bro? First of all, she's probably older than me. I mean, depends on how old she is.
Probably in her like 30s or so. She's not like your age, but she's not like an old hag. So
not that bad. I mean, my dude's 27, so he's like borderline 30. What's it called? I mean, shit, farmer woman. I mean, like they can farm. They're good with their hands. Wink, wink.
Is this really the reputation we're gonna leave behind?
Oh my god.
Hey, bro. Bro, if I come back to be the American gigolo after the war, that's not my fault, bro.
Yeah, you gotta find a woman who can churn butter, because then she can churn other things. Anyway, so not my personal view, YouTube, just a joke. So anyway, and then in terms of significant to realize your big dream. So I guess if nobody has any objections to Big Dream, I'll put Tobias's Big Dream as counting that because he made a fair argument. Travel through hex on the travel map towards your goal. I would technically count this as yes. Because you were pursuing Captain Taylor in sort of like, because that sort of leads into your goal of rescuing those Marines, and you also have a new goal. So you got technically like you followed a sub goal to get a sub goal to a main goal, which is now the Alice program.
Sub goal mingle.
So do we get 2 points?
No. So you get 1 point for however many. In a first, you did not overcome any dangerous events. So, well, actually, correction. Tobias did.
What's up?
No, I'm saying
what'd I do?
You had a gun pointed at you, and you talked your way down. So.
Yeah, I did. Hell yeah.
So Tobias will get
a counter.
Sentence to 20 to probation.
Yeah. So Tobias gets a point for that because he was the sort of.
What about mind defusal?
Mind defusal. That's a good one. And Riley for avoiding the one mine. So Unfortunately for Matthias, I'm not saying this to be mean, but I am saying like I don't really think you overcome any personal dangerous events. Like we didn't get into combat, you didn't hurt yourself or step on a mine or anything like that. So in this, but
Cody,
what?
I'm not in my element. That being the gun and sheet of an IFV. I do not overcome dangerous obstacles unless I'm in my safety zone. That
Can I
is
have a
my IFV.
captain?
What?
Can I have a conversation with the captain? I mean, with the captain at any point,
What do you mean?
as in like talk to her.
Yeah, about what?
Well, mostly about people she might know since she's higher ranked. So basically, because my character is worried about his family, aka his father, his
Well,
brothers.
we'll get to that next time because I'm just trying to wrap up with XP.
Yeah, no, I'm
Uh,
at any
But
point.
yeah,
I
you
need to
can. I
use the
mean,
bathroom right now, so I'm just gonna head out right now. I'll
okay,
see you all
yeah.
maybe
Well,
third week.
quick question: did you risk your life for your buddy?
No, I didn't do much really.
Okay, so in that case,
So
no.
I'll just say no.
All right, see
Yeah.
ya.
All right, I'll be back. I'll see you guys
Okay.
in a week.
See ya.
Okay, and then so for anybody with 10 XP, since you're now back in Ettervik, if you want to spend like a shift there practicing, so Tobias, you have 11 XP, which is enough to either A, learn a talent, B, improve a skill from D to C, or increase two skill if you use both skills, like increase the skill from nothing to D. So
You said I can get a talent, right?
yes, depending now it depends on if you did something that like would warrant it. So for example, you did the farming. I can't did you succeed at that?
Yes, I succeeded on both farming and building.
Farming and building. So for farming, so you could get either the farmer specialty or the builder specialty if you wanted to.
Shit. Did I just stab myself?
What the fuck?
That's how excited you are to
Did I just stab myself?
Yeah, I fucked myself with my knife. Don't worry about it.
This-
What's it called? Prob. So when it comes to farming, that does involve like what can that like count under? Like anything like
it's
foliage.
it's stamina for like harvesting crops. So basically, if you start building a base somewhere, then you can what you call it?
Anyone here know how to build?
Oh
I went
shit.
back for the bathroom break. Sorry.
No, anyone here know how to build?
I think the
What's
the sergeant has logistician, which
Is that
allows
building?
Farmer then? I'll go farmer.
building is
How much-
stamina.
It's
How much
stamina. Oh,
is it?
then I'd be a great builder.
Yeah.
I have a double in stamina, so if stamina is building, then I think
Yeah.
I'd be.
So
That's
your sergeant has logistician, which when building a base you can roll command instead of any listed skill, but only if you have help by at least one other person.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, I'll get farmer.
Farmer or builder?
Farmer.
Okay, so you've gone from 10 XP to 1 XP in terms of current XP, but you now have farmer, which will come in handy,
Sorry, continue.
which will
What's
help
it?
you for. Oh, it's actually survival. I thought it was stamina.
Been better for me because I'm pretty good at survival.
Yeah.
Cody,
Yo.
how much would it be to learn how to pilot from the captain? How much XP?
It would be 10, but she would have to train you.
Fair enough. Agree to disagree.
But you're not there right now, so she's.
I am not. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I was gonna say if I could, I would like to receive pilot's training just in case we stumble upon a separatist airbase and oh looky, there's like 8 gunships. If only we had someone to pilot it. Oh no.
Where's
But
Matthias?
what's Matthias?
No, it's like a shot of the group, and then it's like that cutscene in Battlefield Bad Company where I was like, "Where'd Haggard go?" And then he's like charging down. There's gold in them thar hills. Like Matthias is just running off like this once the gift loads. But anyway, is there anything else anybody would like to do? Riley, anybody?
No, I'm good. I'm at 9.
All right.
Did I make a driving roll for driving the IFV back?
Sure. If you want to.
In which case, which driving specialty? Because there's obviously not hover vehicles. There's tanker for tracked vehicles.
I would just say tanker until I get hover vehicles in there. But in terms of
because
because you drove back to Ettervik, so you succeeded at that. So you can, if you have the XP for it, you can get like the whatever the one for tracked vehicles is, and then I'll substitute it for the actual thing.
I actually, if I can get 5 XP next session, I can just boost my driving net by 1. So I might do that instead.
There you go. So,
yeah, I'll do that.
So.
Now, let me tell you why you don't want to do that. So, if you do you have drive? Let me ask you that. Do you have drive?
I have agility B, driving B. Yeah.
Oh, okay, then you're good. Yeah, for me, I need to get drive so I can get 2 dice, because if I roll 1 dice and I splat, it's a critical splat.
Yeah, I want.
That sucks.
I may as well invest a bit more XP to boost all my driving rather than because we swap between the 2 vehicles. It'll be 20 XP to do the snowmobile and the IFV, so I may as well get everything.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. That's smarter.
But yeah, nothing else from me.
Yeah, well, that was.
All right,
that
you
was
guys have a good
session.
one. I'll see you guys in a month now.
Hope you guys have fun.
I can't. Not even. Okay, I'll see you. Oh yeah, no, we'll see you in a month because you can't attend next week or next section.
Yeah.
I'll miss you, Tom.
Right.
I'll miss
Hope
you.
everybody had
Yeah.
fun.
I'll be thinking about you when I'm on my. Well, I'll be driving home.
No, you
from the
won't.
Disney
Later,
cruise.
Tom.
No, I was gonna say, Tom. I think you're gonna be trying to forget about me. With my harebrained schemes and my obsessive need to blow everything up.
While I'm on the ship, I'll look for some 30mm
Hey,
rounds.
just know that
I tried to hook you up and you just blew it. I was like, what is he doing?
Okay, listen, in fairness, I will beg for ammo after we do the Atlas thing, because I feel like fuel is not worthy enough. I think asking for an anti-tank missile, some 30mm ammo, and maybe even a hyena missile launcher if we really want it.
Well,
that would be the best point.
Cody, the question is, was there actually 30mm rounds in there?
There were, yes.
Is the helicopter's 30mm interchangeable with mine?
Yes, it's a 30mm caliber.
Yeah.
Could we have requisition a case and hit it in a barrel so we at least sneak a case out of there?
I would have said that would have had to be like a recon roll to sneak it out, but
would you like one?
Sure. And I'll do
So
her.
I'll do
her opposed recon. We'll just do this real quick, and then I gotta go.
Okay.
If it is, please be an AP case. Nice.
All right, roll her recon.
So I've got 2.
And she's got nothing,
And I
so
could
she
push.
doesn't notice.
Okay. So we
still
got a case. So
Yeah.
we'll have some rounds, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Might
how
not be a
many's in
full belt,
case.
but I'll have to decide that later. So
Yeah.
Please make it at least AP ammo.
well, I'll decide that later. So
That's
until
fine.
then, I hope everybody had fun. That was a great session.
Alrighty. Yep.
I did.
You
Cheers,
guys have a
everyone.
good one.